All right, welcome everyone to Cavalier Field for this Hoosier North Athletic Conference matchup as Triton travels down the road to take on the Culver Cavaliers. Both teams 1-1 here to start the season. Culver started off with a win against at Attica and at West Central, but they're home for the first time this season. And Triton on their second road game, if they started the season, they lost to LaVille, beat Bremen last week in an upset. And you look at the flip side, beating Attica, losing to West Central. We watched those two. We watched both films. I mean, we watched both films from Culver, and we watched ours. I think tonight this might be a little bit closer than John Harrell's talking about, just simply because it's kind of a, Culver's got a lot to play for. I mean, they've got guys that really play well on defense. This group can move the ball. They're creative. And I think this is a team that, if it stays ugly, this is a team that can definitely win this game. Yeah,
I was definitely impressed when we were watching film, just seeing their defense, how they flow to the football. I mean, nobody was just standing around. Everybody's just crashing to it because you never know when that person could, break through an arm tackle or something like that.
And McEwen's really impressive as a quarterback. I like this kid. I like how he kind of stands and how he throws the football and how he kind of flips his hips and twists and everything that he does well. He does it so well, how he moves and what he does with everything. And I like how he reads, the way he throws the football. But the offensive line's got to give him time here tonight because he's got guys like Braylon Jackson and Carrington. He can get those guys the ball, they're gone.
Absolutely, yeah. And just like we saw watching film, if he has a little time back there, it could get dangerous. He's got some playmakers to get it to. That line's just going to have to really dig deep tonight, especially as Triton's been getting good at giving pressure to the quarterback.
And for me, we kind of talk about those guys we really like on the line. I really like Vela on the line, and I really like Zorich. I mean, Zorich in that center spot. That kid is tough and strong. We've seen him really grow into coming into his senior season. This guy's tough, and I think that line for Culver Knight, if they can block and they can play all four quarters, they can definitely threaten Triton here tonight. Triton, a big win against Bremen last week. We saw this team up. We saw two different teams, what we saw from week one into week two. What you want to see in week two is what you really kind of want to see, but the improvement, how they improved after a tough loss against LaVille where things did not go their way to finding a way to win there at home, I think that was a big win for Triton last week.
Absolutely. It's just the mentality that we're trying to set in the culture is just bounce back. Don't keep your head in the past of that game. You just got to keep moving forward and just keep improving on your game. And they did just that. They came out and had that big upset win against Bremen, first time at home in 54 years.
And you look at that and that kind of a stat there, and I know a lot of people say 50. Bremen's a bigger school. I mean, kind of different. Triton's not as big, but yet Triton, if you don't, it's 54 years, but they were in a lot of those games. There's games you don't quite see the scores. There were several 1-2 score games where Triton was in the game, but Bremen always kind of big brother always kind of thumped little brother, kind of how it goes. But Andy Barker, I liked what he said in the post-game interview where he talked about how this team and how they improved, and he talked about his guys specifically. This is a coach that really pays attention to the details, and he really relays that to his coaching staff.
Absolutely. He's been so involved in just really getting to know the crew in such a short span of time and just really becoming just a great mentor and leader to look up to for this Triton football team.
This is the 51st meeting between these two sides. Culver leads the all-time series 27-23 dating back to 1980. You played here. And granted, Culver, not quite the team we saw back in the 2018, 2019, 2020, that group that was so good that Mike Zahner had. They're still working, but I really think that Austin Faust is doing a great job with this team. You're seeing progression each year.
Absolutely, yeah. You just keep building as a team each year, and you keep those players that stick around, and they just got to build on that knowledge that they learn all the way through from freshman to senior year. And they got some heart, and they're going to give their effort through the full football game.
And you really like how Zahner is still part of it. We joked about Rodney Eunice at the LaVille game. Once a coach, always a coach. I mean, if you look down the sidelines, Rodney Eunice is still coaching. Mike Zahner's doing the same thing for Culver. Two athletic directors that you love to see their involvement out there with the football teams.
Absolutely, yeah, and you never lose it, and you can always see those little ticks of they want to just have those little things. They have that knowledge that they've built up for all those years being around the sport, and so they just want to be always able to share that.
Now, last week, Triton did struggle as far as in the penalty department, 8 penalties for 73 yards. That's something I think tonight they really got to focus on cleaning up. They did better on third down as far as you go. They were 4 of 10, did a lot better. But at the same time, me the big thing was 10 first downs versus 4 the first week. Finding a way to move the chains, possess the football. Their possession time was ridiculous in that game last week. But then you saw special teams be special, and I think that was really a big difference maker in the ball game.
Absolutely, yeah. We told it last week that it was going to be a battle of possession, who's going to kill more time off that clock, and Triton did just that to take that edge against Bremen, and it's going to be the same thing here tonight.
And I like the change we did on the line where you put down there and dropping Colton Reynolds down there at guard. With him and Vinnie Prater, I said it the other night when we were watching film. You talk about two of the fastest pulling guards that are strong and smart. Those two guys there are about as good as it gets.
Absolutely. I mean, when you've had Vinnie, who's a great running back, he knows what it is when you don't have a lane block in front of you, it's very important, and you're not going to get those big breakout plays. So for him, he knows that knowledge, so he knows he's got to get on a mission for his running backs.
At the same time, we saw Riffle kind of grow in his role last week. Yeah, he was reading the ball better. He was a little more patient with everything, and we saw Isaac Quintana get involved. I think once you kind of see Cam Callahan and Caden Bradley all getting involved, and then Jayden Overmyer. That kid was a beast last week. I mean, how he ran the ball there. I mean, 147 yards on the season, and he had over 100 yards last week. That's what you want to see. You want to see Jayden Overmyer getting those touches and breaking out and going for a long run.
Absolutely. You could just see the poise through him being a senior and just what he's built up, the knowledge of the game. And just like as the season goes on, that's the great thing about it is you're going to see that chemistry between the quarterbacks and wide receivers continue to grow and great plays continue to happen. And
the biggest thing, you hear Cook preach this, 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. You don't have to have a home run play. Triton does have that home run threat ability with all that speed they have on all levels of, as far as the line, the backs, the wide receivers, the quarterback. There's a lot of speed out there, but now that they have finding a way to block those guys and get them open, this team's really starting to get creative with the football.
Absolutely. You just take those little chunk plays and you start to program that defense, and then before you know it, you take that big shot and they get caught sleeping.
Let's talk about Culver just a little bit. This offense, you used to see the triple option, and it's a little bit different. They're spreading things out. But McEwen, like we talked about, with the guys that he can throw the ball to, like with Jackson and Banks, I think, and McEwen and Caleb McEwen, these receivers are good. So Triton's going to have to really do a nice job in the secondary where they were kind of getting beaten the last couple of games.
Absolutely, yeah. It's something untraditional from what you've known from Culver years ago. Yeah, just trying to power up the middle. But you got to work with what your personnel, and they're spreading it out, and it makes sure that our DB's got to be on making sure nobody's behind them tonight.
And John Carr back there, 15 carries, 78 yards. We only had one game as far as stats goes here coming into today. But Carrington is one I think you need to keep your eye on because we watched him and what he's played in. And when he gets in, that kid is a lightning rod. He can take off and go.
Absolutely. We see him get the ball, and we were like, we got to be in a hurry for Triton defense. Make sure we're getting to him, not let him get the edge.
And Kenny, are you unmuted?
Yep.
And the good news is for 1A sports, we get to see these guys a second time come wintertime. We've watched the McEwens play basketball, and those guys are really superiorly talented. But we go back to John Carr and Braylon Jackson. Both were freshmen last year on the floor for basketball. Those guys were really good athletically wise.
Yeah, you get those guys as freshmen coming in there, and you start playing the varsity level, so you get that 4 years of experience to carry on, down the road to keep those upcoming freshmen year in, year out to keep your team going. But yeah, when they come in as freshmen and just really just put a different look on that basketball team of just the hustle and putting up points and keeping things going.
And you look, Braden, it's important to play. I think it's important to play multiple sports. I'm an advocate for that. I want to see you playing 2-3 different sports just simply to see how you translate from one sport to the next. But basketball still translates out here to the gridiron. Obviously, you see tight ends getting drafted that were basketball players. So that basketball knowledge does really transfer out here to the gridiron.
Absolutely. Yeah, not only does it keep you conditioned year-round, but it just forces you to do different workouts, different sort of movements. Your football can work on your cuts and whatever when you're out here on the football field, make those juke plays, and it all just kind of translates and makes you just a more rounded athlete.
And tonight's weather forecast from Triton senior football player Liam Watkins. He says yet another chilly game expected tonight, feeling like it should already be late fall due to an intense cold front. Highs will, at the start of the game, should be around 64 degrees with some pretty gusty winds around 13 to 15 mile an hour and moderate cloud cover. As the game progresses, temperatures should drop a few degrees, but the wind will die down, so hopefully that should help those cool temperatures. Towards the end of the game, temperatures will get as low as 56 with light cloud cover and relatively little wind. Overall, a quite cool weather for today's game and definitely time to bring out the jacket. And that's from Liam Watkins. You can check him out on social media at First Warn Weather. Of course, Triton football player. One of these days we're going to have to start just giving him a microphone, just let him say it down in the 50-yard line. We're going to have to figure this out. But with those gust of winds, depending on where it's coming from, throwing the football might be a kind of a thing. It'd be hard for either side.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll depend what side of the field each team gets put on to see if they have an advantage or not, or if it's going to be a run-heavy football game tonight.
And playing here, also, Kenny, we're going to do this while we got time here. We want to thank the Culver Athletic Department for setting us up here, and I'll tell you what, you talk about a beautiful press box. I feel like we're home.
Well, just to give people an idea, we was told this press box was 2 weeks ago got finished, it was so new we had to pull the screens or the protective film off the glass because they hadn't even got that done yet.
I want to thank Mike Zahner and Brett Barron and, of course, Justin and company there to our left that are running the clock and their broadcast over there. Just every time we come here, great hospitality. Culver does a nice job hosting us every single time we're here. So I want to give Brett and Mike and their crew all a huge shout-out. Around the Hoosier North tonight, it's conference matchups across the board. North Miami is at Caston tonight. Pioneer is at Winnemac. South Central is at North Judson. And, of course, tonight, Triton's at Culver. So conference play is getting started. You got those first 2 weeks out of the way. The rush should be shaken off by this point. Yeah, you kind of maybe trying to find that identity. Either side tonight, this is an important game regardless because conference is important the rest of the way out.
Absolutely. It starts to get real, and it's just going to continue to get even realer. I mean, each opponent, it all matters from here on out, and you just got to come in playing your best brand of football.
And for most of it, you look at the Hoosier North Kenny, most of these guys are going to play one another come section play. Tritons and North Miami are the only ones that are really kind of in their own different one. Caston also in a different one as well, and Pioneer. But, Culver's going to start playing. They're going to see South Central. They're going to see LaVille. I guess LaVille's not in our conference more.
Nope.
Forget what I just said. But anyways, but then they also play down in North Judson too. So this kind of play here, it's hard. We always say it's tough to beat a team twice. You want to figure out if you're going to lose, it's during the regular season, not in the sectional play.
Yeah, you always have that. It's like you say, if you lose during the regular season, get into that sectional, you know what you got to do to get that win because that's time and time again, you can never do that twice.
And Braden, we talk about, and if Triton, yes, the last few years they have won. I mean, they've won the last several meetings. They cannot overlook this group tonight. If you're Triton, I mean, you got to come out the mindset. We're 0-0. We're going to come out. We're going to handle business. We're going to treat that team like they're an undefeated team as well.
Absolutely. When you're in conference play, I mean, you cannot be looking to the next 3 opponents down the road, 3 games down the road. You got to look at that week right in front of you because it's conference play. It all matters. And if you get caught sleeping, a team's going to come out, punch you in the mouth, and before you know it, that scoreboard's going to be a way you don't like to see it.
And yet. Exactly, and I mean we're down here. Kenny's looking. I like the idea of that nickname down there from Thomas Cody, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that nickname. We might try that one out here tonight. I got another one we're going to try tonight for somebody else. I won't reveal that until a play happens. But you look at these two sides and how we play. The game plan is going to be important. But again, who wins this game tonight? I feel is going to be who's going to win the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely, yeah. We're going to have to battle and just drive each other, especially if those wins, like Liam said, stay persistent for a little while. We're going to have to, play some run-heavy football and just drive each other.
And try to play mistake-free. If you're trying, yes, you're going to have those illegal procedure calls and stuff like that. Yeah, there was a couple personal foul calls last week, but you got to find a way to play mistake-free football because if you want to go deep in sectional play or deep in tournament play, you've got to play mistake-free football, and that penalties is one of those mistakes.
I agree. Week 1 to week 2, the goal was to help the offense settle in and just start trotting down the field. I think that today it's to play more clean football.
Now, John Harrell's prediction is 28-3 here tonight, but I was going back. I was trying to look at the history stuff. Well, there's a lot of games where we don't know if it was home or away. But by a count, I think Triton has won here at least 11 times, according to that. And I know Culver's won more than 8 times here, but I don't have that
officially.
Yeah, because we kind of ran into that last week when they was trying to figure out when was the last time Triton beat Bremen at home.
I was right. Just so everybody's clear, I was right. Just and Brandon Haynes confirmed it. I was right. So, but you look at it, there's always history with these two sides. I like this matchup. I really do. And I think, like I said, Culver's on the uptick. Yes, they've got a handful of seniors out there, 6. Triton's got 12. But there's a lot of key players from Culver's side that are underclassmen. Yeah,
I mean, you're going to have some people coming back and just continue to build on this program, and it's going to be a team to watch for the next couple of years.
Well, we're about a little over 11 minutes away from kickoff. I think we'll take a quick break and run a commercial across, and we'll be back for the national anthem right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, please move your caps and face the flag on the north side of the field as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
That's the place to talk about that.
Once again, fans, welcome to Cavalier Field for tonight's game between the Triton Trojans and your Culver Cavaliers. Let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's game. First, for the Triton Trojans defense, coached by Andy Barker. At defensive end, number 3, Jayden Overmyer. Defensive end, number 42, Vinnie Prater. Defensive tackle, number 64, Brady Shue. Defensive tackle, number 75, Don Bradley. Linebacker, number 8, Gage Riffle. Linebacker, number 22, Ryder Gayheart. Linebacker, number 58, Preston Brookins. Linebacker, number 54, Colton Reynolds. Cornerback, number 4, Isaac Quintana. Cornerback, number 5, Caden Bradley. Safety, number 10, Gage Riffle.
Get set to take the field for the coin flip. Want to let everybody know that's on Saturday, September 13th. It's the Triton Blue Slam Volleyball Fundraiser featuring Tom's Tasty Taters for just $15. You'll get a delicious meal that includes a walleye fish sandwich, a half order of Tom's Famous Taters, and a water. Plus, don't forget desserts will be available with donation when picking up your meal. It's all happening at the Triton High School parking lot with meal pickup running from 10 until 3. And the best part, all proceeds go directly to benefit the Triton Varsity Volleyball program. So come hungry and support your community and cheer on your Lady Big Blue Slam. So we get ready to get set here. Hi, everybody. Andy O'Hara with me here tonight. Braden Cunningham, the coach. You got Kenny Barnhart, Chat GPT expert. You got Kate down on the sideline camera, and, of course, as always, the Hall of Famer O'Reilly. They're here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network. Well, you don't like ChatGPT expert?
Oh,
you trained me on Excel and ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It helps a lot.
If you can figure out how to run that, you can about do anything.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube help videos. Just you need to figure it out. You can figure it out one way or another. That's okay if that's it.
They added a Gen AI class for any IU student to take.
Do what?
It's like an AI class.
Well,
to learn more about how to use it beneficially.
Well, I like that idea. I think learning how to use it beneficially, it's great. So officials will give the final instructions here. Last time Triton played Culver here was in sectional play en route to a sectional championship appearance against North Judson that year. I think that was the last road game we called until last year's sectional championship. Because we were at home for the other one.
Yep.
So the Cavaliers will receive the ball to start the game, and I appreciate the press box crew up here for the starting lineups here tonight as we get set. As they get settled in, of course, that'll send out Cam Callahan, who's got a leg on him. Let me tell you, this kid likes to kick the football, averaging 49 yards per kickoff attempt that they've had. There hasn't been many, but when he gets a hold of it, he gets a hold of it.
Yeah, he's putting his leg into it.
And Triton also do a nice job as far as covering kickoffs this year is one thing the special teams has been really nice to see. So Culver, look it in, get a good return, try to set yourself up for a good starting field position.
Yeah, and something tonight for Triton is to make sure those snaps are all good on the punt.
That's something we did notice. Note. Get ahead of myself here. So Callahan gets set, back deep to return. It'll be John Carr, and to his left will be Braylon Jackson. Two guys we mentioned in pregame that has home run threat ability. Vinnie Prater talking to the right side, making sure they're set. Colton Reynolds in charge of the near side group. Triton will work, Culver will work left to right here to start the ball game. Triton in their home white uniforms with blue numbers outlined in gold with the blue pants and blue and gold helmets. Culver all black uniforms, the black helmets, white numbers on the uniforms. As Callahan, he sends that one, kind of a line drive, pushing it right. Jackson's going to take it about the 15-yard line. He's going to get a slow start, trying to find some room, and Triton's going to swallow him up, and they're going to stop him. Looks like about the 25-yard lines where they will set up shop.
Looks like Vinnie Prater was the first one to get there. It was a good spot by Cam to just kick it, and it just dies. Took a while for him to field it. Allowed Triton plenty of time to get down there.
I like seeing that Brady Shoe excited to get out there to the line. This is a kid that was a game wrecker last week. We kind of saw him with a lot of quarterback hurries and a lot of that line did a great job last week. They talked about two fast defensive linemen, or a bunch of them there last week, but four hurries, 2 incomplete passes, and 2 turnovers.
Wildauer could never get comfy back there.
So now McEwen will start from his own 25-yard line. Jackson in the backfield. Carr is going to get on the outside. Zorich leading the charge out in front. Here comes Prater, but good open field tackle. I believe that was Gage Riffle, and it was.
Culver did a good job of sealing that edge right there, getting and kicking our outside backer in. Isaac Quintana got to make sure to come up and set that edge aggressively. But good job on Gage, and like we've seen these past 2 weeks, coming downfield in a hurry.
So Jackson will split out left here on the near side with Scotty Banks. There's McEwen. Can't quite see who's all the way over there. I believe that is Jordan Green on the far left side. As Carr will work on the right hip of McEwen. He goes back to throw. Quick hitter on over to Jackson here on the near side of the 30. He's going to cut upfield, and he's shoving up for a Culver first down. Good pitch and catch there, leading to move the chains.
Nice, good.
See Gavin a little frustrated right there. Just back a little too far. Gives him too much space. Allows Culver plenty of time, as we see here on this replay. Let's get that little comeback route. Gets it right there to Braylon Jackson. Number 7, that's somebody you'll got to look out for. Andy, we saw that on film.
Yep. 13-yard gain there on the passing play. They'll go back to work, split 2 wideouts to either side. Same formation. McEwen waits. Overmyer showing blitz. Swings it left this time now to Caleb McEwen. And right there to get him is Ryder Gayheart wrapping up, holding on to him. But a good gain there for Culver on first down.
I like this decision by Culver just to get those quick checkdowns. If the DBs are going to be worried about being too far back, allowing that space, get those short little gain passes.
5 yards are on the gain. And that was a good job by Gayheart out in the open field tackle. Kind of slow him down some, wait for everybody else to get there.
It's never easy to be on an island. He did a good job.
3 wide receivers stacked to the right now for McEwen. He steps back, looking right to throw. Here comes the pressure. Overmyer's got a beat on him. He's going to have to throw it away, but there's McEwen. He's going to catch it, but we got a flag back in the backfield.
Good job by McEwen to just come back to that. Jayden Overmyer almost getting to him.
I sure hope there's some chemistry between those two.
Yeah.
So our first penalty of the game. Long talk, it might be. I'm seeing hold. So this one's going to be on the offense.
Looks like they were just trying to figure out which one.
And that was a tough spot. I mean, Jayden Overmyer went through, but that was a good job by Jonas McEwen to keep his cool and then find a way to get that ball, just kind of throw it up and give Caleb McEwen a chance at the ball.
Yeah, he had good awareness. And just make sure to just move around in that pocket, not take the sack, get the ball off.
And let me tell you, when the Jet kicks him on, as he comes through there, Jayden Overmyer's one guy that is not easy to get away from.
Yeah, I mean, both sides of the line, we just had Vinnie Prater and Jayden. I mean, you got the edge rushes that you could only imagine. Great duo.
So that'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Cavaliers. converted a first down on their second play of the game. Now play number 4 finds him on 3rd down and 10. Now they're going to stack 3 wide receivers to the left for Jonas McEwen as he awaits the snap out of the shotgun, goes back to a quick hitter. It's tall, and not quite hitting the hands there of Scotty Banks. Pass falls incomplete. 4th down coming up.
See right here, they're just trying to get those different levels to just mix up the defense right here. Sending that second receiver in the middle out just a shallow out. He just hits his hands, can't quite corral it. Good position for Isaac Quintana.
And Jonas McEwen set to punt it. Triton, no one with the hand in the dirt here, just on the punt. McEwen, kind of a sidewinder. Overmyer's going to take it off the wall. He's going to let it bounce. Wise move there. Jackson was in the vicinity, and Triton will start.
I like that decision. He wanted to field it, but just being awkward like that, don't take the chance of hitting it, giving Culver back the football.
And there looks like their own 21 is where the offensive stars will go out. And, of course, Triton starters along the line. You're going to have Brady Shue, Charlie Worsham as the 2 bookends. Vinnie Prater and Colton Reynolds inside guards, and then your center and Preston Brookins. Riffle, the quarterback, Overmyer and Gayheart, the 2 running backs you'll see kind of in and out of there. Cam Callahan, Caden Bradley also switching in and out at wide receiver. Maddox Dennie tied in, and Isaac Quintana will kind of be there in the H-back position. So we're going to change up 2 wide receivers stacked to the left, and I guess Riffle out there. So we're going to go to Overmyer, bouncing free. Overmyer's got blocking downfield. Jayden Overmyer bouncing free. Overmyer's got blocking downfield. Jayden Overmyer takes off. He's got one man to beat. McEwen is the last guy to get him. Overmyer slowing down. McEwen might catch him. He trips him up. Overmyer, and the jet will land for 6, and Triton strikes first. Jayden Overmyer just went 79 yards for a Triton touchdown.
See if we can get a replay. Oh.
For some reason that didn't take on that one.
Well, we won't get a replay there, but, I mean, you just saw a great run by Jayden Overmyer and a good job of the line just coming downfield. I saw Charlie just go get on his block in a hurry.
But give Culver, we talked about Triton's home run threat ability. They're showing it off there, but Jonas McEwen not quitting on the play. Almost had him tripped up there inside the 5.
And that's what you need, just that effort and never giving up. And that's what you always see when you come to Culver Field. See some good heart and effort.
Callahan to kick, Riffle to hold. I believe Brookins to snap. Snaps down, holds good. We got a flag on the plays. It will split the uprights. We'll see what the call. Oh, they're going to say no went right. Might get a re-kick here.
Someone might have jumped.
Oh, there's the head official. Lost him momentarily.
Gets lost in those Culver black jerseys.
Well, you got black jerseys and white jerseys, and then they just kind of blend in.
Right.
Long conversation here. So this might set up Triton a chance to go for 2 if this penalty is on. Illegal participation. Okay. It's not one I've heard in a while.
I don't even know what that is.
Now Callahan will get a re-kick. Missed the first one. Trying to hit their first extra point of the season. Plenty of time. Snaps down. Kick is up. This time it's good. And Triton takes a 7-0 lead here to start. I mean, that play they started at 9:28, only took down to 9:12.
Here we get a replay of that run. Just look at Jayden. Great vision. Just always finding that cutback. And then just goes, makes man miss. And then he's just got that speed. But then you see McEwen just not giving up, running the whole way, almost gets him. Jayden able to use that balance, stay on his feet, and just stumble right over to the end zone.
Showing how strong he is in that lower body and how he can use that to his ability. I mean, that patience, he knew that was coming, and to stay up and then just wait just a little bit and trust those feet just to get there.
Takes a lot of athleticism and concentration to stay on your feet right there.
And Jayden's a guy, he is looking to get better every single time. I mean, this is a kid that is in the weight room all the time, making sure he is well-conditioned and ready to play anytime he either plays basketball, runs anything with track or anything with football. This kid is always ready to play.
He's definitely dedicated, always puts that work in. I've seen it since he was a freshman and I was my senior year, always in that weight room.
So now Culver will go back to return with Carr and Jackson. So Callahan last time, Jackson got about 10 yards on the return. And Callahan gets the okay, and he'll drive that one right down, kind of pushing it right to Jackson, who takes it at the 14. He comes up, and there's Vinnie Prater again covering the kick.
Back-to-back stops for him on kickoffs. Seen Colton getting down there in a hurry, but just can't stay under his feet. Just barely misses, but forces him right to his partner in crime.
Ball will be on the 27-yard line for McEwen. Get Culver's defensive starters here on their next Triton drive.
And if you're here for Triton, yeah, you got that score, but they've been spreading it out. Can't get caught sleeping.
Riffle to set out here to cover the solo man left. Going to stack it up in the backfield. Two backs in the backfield are going to go to Carr. Carr's going to go through, and that Triton Big Blue Wrecking Crew defensive line coming up big again.
See Maddox Dennie, the first one there. Good job by him. Just seeing a lot of great things from our whole defensive line as a whole. Just coming together. It's one of them making a play.
No gain on the play, I believe. Nope. So 2nd down and 10. Of course, Mad Dog had himself a game last week catching this 2-point conversion, but he was a force to be reckoned with on the defensive line.
Absolutely, just getting in there. And, yeah, he was the one of the 4 just constantly keeping Wildauer under pressure.
McEwen's going to stack 2 backs in the backfield, and we're going to get a timeout, I believe, our first of the game here. For the Cavaliers. See if Kenny's training paid off.
See whether they caught it or not.
Oh,
they did.
Look at that.
They did.
Doing a nice job down there today. So we go back to that run by Jayden. We talk about how downfield blocking, that second-level blocking, that really showed off how important that is for those guys getting down the field and getting some good blocks to seal to give him a chance to break free.
Absolutely. I mean, you can get those couple chunk plays, those 3-4 yards, but those home run plays can happen every time if we have line just scraping. Get to your first man and then keep climbing. Get to that next level. Get to those linebackers, the safeties, corners, and then just let your running back be athletic in that open field and make a man miss on his speed.
One of my favorite things to see is guards 20 yards downfield blocking guys. That is one of my favorite things to see.
Absolutely. When you just see a big man just lead blocking right for your running back, it just makes you smile because that's just pure football right there.
McEwen and Jackson here set up near side. On the far side over there will be Jordan Green. So McEwen going to roll right. Going to look deep. He's got Caleb McEwen. And Riffle falls down, and McEwen picks it up. And Callahan's going to bring him down. What a pitch and catch from Jonas to Caleb for another Cavalier first down.
Like I said, Culver's been trying to come out, take some shots. We didn't see it quite on the screen, but they threw some crossing routes against us. Sent him right on a little wheel route. Gage gets a little turned around, loses his footing. Makes a good catch. Culver with a big play right there.
About a 40-yard play. 40, 50-yard play.
I got to pay attention where
Field flipper, either way you look at it.
Right.
So now Culver with some momentum driving down towards the end zone. Now inside the Triton 30. Carr going to get blown up. Vinnie Prater, he had a hole. You talk about the Stallion. I don't know about Stallion. This guy's a Clydesdale. Just watch him bust through.
So quick in there. He almost beat it before the exchange. Great job by him to fire out.
And just for good measure, you want to talk about hustle play. He took 2 guys instead of 1.
Yeah, he didn't know who was going to have it. He knew if it was like an option, quarterback keeper, he had both of them either way.
I told Vinnie last week after we saw him post-game, I said, man, I love the 54.
Yeah.
He wears the 54 well.
I really like it.
Now they're going to split 2 wide receivers to either side for McEwen. Looking right. Going to swing it left to. And I believe on the catch there, that was Scotty Banks. Covered by, I believe it was Ryder Gayheart.
Yeah. Ryder did a good job of just crashing on that ball. You see the quarterback's eyes turn and throw. As soon as he starts posting up to just make that throw, you got to break on that football in a hurry, close that space. He does a good job. Leaves Culver with 3rd and long.
So 3rd down and 12. Gain of 3 on the run.
Brings up 3rd and 12 for the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers did not convert on their last 3rd down. But McEwen, I like that. He's taken 2 steps, getting himself in time to know where those reads are going to be. He's reading this Triton defense well. But here comes the pressure. He has time to throw down the middle of the field. He's got Jackson and Riffle kind of collide. Culver wanting a flag.
So we take another look at this. Send those deep twins. Got the one on a long post goes, and we just get a little contact right before the ball. Culver, wanting that flag. As Triton may have gotten away with one there.
And if you look, where the officials may not want to call, where there might not be calling that is where Riffle did not put his hands on the receiver. I think that might have saved him, but still there was still contact there.
Yeah, they just kind of collided into each other, the shoulder pads.
So 4th down conversion. McEwen trying to see with the hard count. This is a Culver group that, well, they're good with that hard count. Here comes Overmyer. McEwen going to leave another one down the middle of the field. Riffle trying to get there. As the 2 Riffles will make sure that one falls incomplete. Turnover on downs. And Triton takes over the football.
Now for Culver, you can't get discouraged. Past 2 possessions, you've at least moved the chains. You weren't a straight 3 and out. So that's a good thing to see. You've got that momentum. You've been spreading the football out and airing it out. They got some things moving. Triton's going to have to stay on their toes.
Well, Triton will start with their best fielding starting, I guess they're from the 30-yard line. They started on their own 21, but Jayden Overmyer quickly flipped the field 79 yards on that carry there on their first play of the ball game. But Culver, there's a lot of things to build on here. Now go play some defense. You know you can move the ball. Let's see what you can make a stop here on this Triton offense. Riffle gives it to Overmyer, trying to find his way through the line. He'll get brought down. Speaking of that defensive line, the defensive stars are going to have Falk out there with Vela, Greer, and Sawyer's down there on the line with Carrington, Zorich, and McEwen all out there at linebacker. Your defensive backs and Banks, Jordan Green, Jonas McEwen, and Braylon Jackson.
Talk about the pulling guards we were earlier. Vinnie with a great lead block on that last run.
Overmyer again, his 3rd carry of the ball game, slicing through. Overmyer's going to have a Triton first down on another carry.
Another fantastic run. You see Brady Shue and then Colton Reynolds coming through, just plow and get to that next level. Gives Jayden plenty of space before he's even touched for the first time.
So gain of 8 on the play. Triton moving the ball effectively on the ground. You talk to any football coach, the highlight want to throw the ball and throw it well, but the running game really sets up a pass. For me, I like to see that running game get going.
Absolutely. When you can just bulldoze through some people, fire out, and just overpower them, it's fun to watch.
Triton now with 2 wings out there is going to fake the handoff as this bootleg there by Riffle trying to get the outside. He's got speed, and the mailman delivers another Triton first down.
It's a good use of misdirection right there. You've got Jayden Overmyer, which they want to make sure they're defending, and then Riffle just pulls it away last second, gets those jets to the outside, picks up a good run before stepping out of bounds.
Gain about 13 on the play. Right back you go, Triton in the hurry up here. Overmyer trying to go through. Might be a flag there on the play on Maddox Dennie as this play's going to go. I think this one's coming back as Overmyer getting down the field as the near side official threw the flag. Maddox Dennie pancaked a guy, but they may call hold here. Get orange.
Yeah, it's coming and going. We get a break. We might do I might change a little setting so the stream might drop for just a second.
So Triton going to get called for a hold. That one will be coming back. Triton's first penalty here of the ball game.
It was a good job by Jayden to make something out of nothing, getting met there in the backfield and still finding a way to just juke his way out of it, get a good run. Unfortunately, he'll have to come back.
Maddox Dennie did a nice job, though, getting the block there. But unfortunately, I guess that's maybe where they called that hold.
Yeah, just sometimes maybe you get your hands outside when you first make that contact, and it just looks like you're reaching around the guy. Can't get outside the shoulder pads. Got to make sure you're right in there.
So Triton was first and 10 from the 39. They will lose 10 yards on the plays. They're backed up to midfield. So first down and 20 now. But what I see is they're doing a nice job opening running lanes on the inside and really doing a nice job sealing the edge outside to really open up those runs for Overmyer and Riffle really to break free.
Yeah, I've been impressed with our blocking and just the way we've been getting on a man, being a good lead blocker.
Gavin, Riffle, and Bradley here near side as Overmyer's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to fall forward, but he almost got almost all those penalty yards back. About a gain, about 6.
You see Cook really happy right there, clapping up for Vinnie. Just another great kick-out block, that pulling guard position. It's very nice to have him there.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 15.
If you're Culver, you just got to keep digging deep. Triton set themselves back. You got to fire out and get that stop.
And now Triton, 2nd down and 15 from the 44 of Culver as Ryder Gayheart showing off the vision. Down the field he goes And a nice gain there for Ryder Gayheart on second down.
He's a man who's got speed. He's a natural runner, just got a knack for it, just like we've always said for Jayden since we've seen him. Just good at seeing those gaps, get downfield in a hurry, picks up a good gain to make it third and manageable.
Gain of 10 on the play for him. And Ryder Gayheart is one, I'm telling you what, I love this kid. I love his vision, the way he runs the football, and he got stronger these last couple of years as well.
Everyone been in the weight room putting in that work.
Third down and 5 from the Cavalier 35-yard line. Back to Overmyer he goes. He has a nice seam up the middle, and he will have another Triton first down as Triton converts there on third down.
You just go right up the middle. Vinnie again pulling, and then Isaac Quintana getting on his block through that hole. Good job of just everybody getting to their man in a hurry, firing out low.
Jayden Overmyer is nearing 100 yards here in this first quarter on the ground.
It's a great start to this football game for him.
We also like runs, too, because that means the clock runs faster.
I say this quarter's been going a lot quicker than last week did.
Overmyer slicing through again. Look at the vision downfield, cutting and going. The Jet has the corner and another Triton touchdown.
He almost makes it just look like slow motion the way he moves. You'll see it. We won't see it in this replay.
Let me get the right one. I tried to switch him around so we could get the right one.
Here we go. Just got a sideline view. Just look at that gap open up. Got people getting in a place in a hurry, and then Jayden just makes that cutback. He saw green grass to the right instead. Gets through, gets in the end zone.
So Triton will get a chance. Here's Callahan to kick. Riffle to hold. Holds down, has time to kick it, and he will put that one up through the uprights, and Triton takes a 2-score lead here with 3:52 left in the quarter. That drive lasting 4 minutes and 52 seconds, roughly. It's almost 5-minute drive there, but still moving the ball well. What I like is we're getting those 5, 6, 7 yards, 3, whatever you want to talk. You're moving forward. You're not going backwards minus the penalty, but yet the line's just opening things up, and they're kind of beating on the wall there. And once they see a hole, send the Jet through, and he's gone.
Yeah, I like that because sometimes we get a little too fancy as running backs, just trying to go a little left, right. We got to get downfield. We call it north-south. You just got to go pick up those yards, and just firing through those holes is a good thing to see for Triton offense. Now, if you're Culver, I mean, you just got to find a way to answer. Your offense has been doing a good job of just moving down the field a little bit. Just see if you can capitalize on that momentum when you build it up.
So Austin Faust is going to change up his returners. He's going to put Scotty Banks back there to return. On the side of Carr, I believe they're going to set Braden Bush there, kind of splitting those two. He'll stand on the 20. That was Braden Bush. Might be Andrew Summey. Callahan settles in. And he'll send another low line drive kick. Culver back on the return. Scotty Banks trying to find his way, and a nice return there. So he'll set up a good starting field position just inside their own 35-yard line.
Banks on the return.
Just fires right up the middle. Triton got to do a better job of keeping in your lanes and then just all flow together to the football. Meet him all as one.
All right, at the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard
All right.
line. Cavalier ball, 1st and 10.
So if you're Culver, okay, yeah, you're down 2 scores. Time to ignore the scoreboard. Let's go down and move the ball again because they did a nice job moving to the last minute of possession.
Yeah, don't try to get those 2 touchdowns back at once. Just keep trotting down the field, get the momentum, get in a rhythm.
McEwen's going to have 2 wide receivers stacked to the right. He's going to try to pitch with a little shovel pass to Carr, and Triton blows it up. I believe that was Vinnie Prater again. Him and Colton Reynolds combining for the tackle.
I think that was Kyle Cummins.
Was that Kyle Cummins in there?
Yeah, 55.
Kyle sneak in there?
Yeah, they were getting all fired up. We'll see it right again. Just fires on through there off the line in a hurry. Look at him getting fired up in the whole Triton defense.
Good to see Kyle Cummins out there playing. This kid's I know he's been waiting to get back in there. Good to see him back as Triton will push him back 2 yards on the play.
See him there in that left tackle.
Trying to do a nice job in the battling in the trenches here on both sides of the ball. McEwen goes back to throw. Prater gets there, but it's going to be too tall. Brookins almost had his fingertips on it. But another Triton pressure leading to an incomplete pass.
Absolutely. You see Preston just read pass right there, drop to his hook curl. Great position to be. Just if he was a half step further back, it might have had enough to get up and grab that.
It looked like he did get some fingertips on it.
I was going to say, Preston got up there to get that one.
He was trying. I know that's every linebacker's dream. You just drop to that center spot, catch a crossing route, take it back to the house.
This will be Culver's third down attempt here this first quarter. So we got just a little over 3 minutes to go here in this quarter. Now they're going to shift the 2 wide receivers to the left. Back to throws McEwen, rolling right out of the pocket. We got a flag on the far side. He's going to spin, brought down by Quintana. Ice Q with the tackle there. Dude's got ice water in his veins.
I like that. It's a tough spot to be in as linebackers to just maintain the pass as the run.
On a hold on the Cavalier offense, maybe there's third penalty here. So we'll be replay third down after lose 10 yards.
We declined it.
Well, they declined it, so fourth down. That'll force the punt, so that'll end that drive.
Took about a minute. 59 seconds.
And Triton only 2 yards lost on that play on this drive here for Culver. Defense doing a nice job for the Trojans here tonight. Low line drive kick. Overmyer's just going to let it run down into the Triton 31-yard line is where they will go back out for their third offensive drive here at the quarter.
Nearly blocked. See everybody in Triton lining in the 2-point and just firing on through. Getting good pressure. About got a piece of that.
So Triton, again, starting near their own 30-yard line in their last 2 drives. Last time we saw an 8-play drive working its way to the end zone. I think we're going to see a little bit more of the same thing here with Andy Barker, but might see some creativity as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can never count it out. Never know what they can cook up. But, I mean, if the run's been working the way it has, I don't see a problem with keeping it the same.
Of course, Caden's running our sideline camera for us tonight. Down to our left. Overmyer gets it on the carry, cuts back inside, and the Culver defense going to stand tall. I believe in there on the tackle was Drake Zorich.
Whole crew of Cavaliers just right there. The line did a good job of, closing up that gap as soon as it got formed. Get those linemen through there trying to climb to the next level on the linebackers. That's where you as a D lineman got to fight that down block and just close that gap up. Did a good job of it, giving Jayden nowhere to go.
Riffle talking to his offensive line, relaying the play. And they will trot to their lines. I like that nickname, the bodyguard for Charlie Worsham over there in that right tackle spot. Doing a nice job on that bookend. Riffle pitches it outside. Good pitch to Overmyer. He's got speed. He's got time. Stepping his way for a Triton first down and more.
It was a good design, and Gage executed it very well. Just drawing that outside backer in, makes him come up and pitches it right to Jayden. Gives him plenty of space. Cam stays on his block as long as he needs to, and then lets go. Make sure not to get another silly penalty, so that comes back.
Gain of 15 on the option play. That was a good job by Riffle to pitch. He really kind of saw it, really felt the defense kind of come into him and give himself time, but led the runner getting out in front of him where he can get it and go.
Yeah, sometimes those speed options can be a little tricky, just getting into a good placement and staying in pitch relationship.
Riffle now right back to Overmyer, and a flag on the play on the near side here. I think we might see a penalty on the Trojans here.
Seemed a little quick. Somebody might not have been set.
The receivers were still looking like they were getting set over here. Your 5th penalty of the first half. This quarter here. Minute 15 to go. So false start on the offense.
That's something as important as a QB. You got to be able to just look over, make sure they're not wiggling around. Sometimes it's hard. You just got that line in front of you you're all looking at. Got to make sure to check out to the left and right for your receivers.
5-yard penalty. There remains first down, 1st and 15.
So 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 now back on their own 43.
This is where the Culver defense is thinking, okay, they got that penalty. It hurts them. They got an extra 5 yards they got to get. Here's where we got to dig in and get our offense back out on the field.
We talked last week about opportunities. Right now is an opportunity for the Cavaliers on defense to try to make a stop and see what they can do against this high potent Triton offense is doing well on the ground. And a timeout. As time was running out, only 3 seconds on the play clock. Triton will take their first timeout here of the quarter. Of course, next week we'll be back home for a 2-game homestand. We'll see if we can blow anything up with Kenny not being here.
We don't have a schedule, do we, yet?
I have one.
Well, a graphic.
Oh, I can't help you there.
Nope. I don't think we made one up yet.
So we'll be at home against South Central next week and host Winamac. The Cavaliers will host Winamac next week for the second game of their 2-game homestand. And they're at North Judson after that. So I don't know. Liam's forecast, and I talk about long sleeves this early in the season. I mean,
I know.
Last year I wore shorts clear in to October, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's a big flip for sure. It went from extreme heat to, I feel like, early fall.
Watch, it'll heat up again.
Oh, yeah. Second summer.
I was talking like late next week, getting some heat back in.
Yeah, I'd like to keep my shorts for a little while longer.
I'm happy I'm back in jeans again.
Nah.
Wore shorts all summer.
Of course, the Orion's muted, but I think we both got rid of our bright red sunshine from last weekend.
Oh yeah, Orion was beat red. Overmyer gets the pitch play on the outside, trying to get away. He doesn't have any room, and Caleb McEwen pushes him out to 40. Triton will lose 2 yards. 3 yards on the play.
Culver just doing a good job of just using that sideline as what we call a 12th man, just force him out there. Picks up, 2-3 yard loss.
So it'll be second down and 18. And just a couple inches inside the 40. Probably just couldn't quite get Culver sealed block out there on the outside, but that was a good job by the Cavaliers in pursuit. Like I said, make most of an opportunity here. Triton's deep in that zone. Make the most of it. Back to, Riffle's going to try the quarterback keeper. And Scotty Banks is going to bring him down. A nice gain, though, but third down and long coming up.
See him, just that misdirection. Does a good job. Culver just makes a good cutback. There's Scotty Banks. Initially fooled by that misdirection, but then makes a good plant and comes back out.
Triton might just let the clock run out here. I think that's what they're going to do to end the second quarter. Triton's going to lead 14-0.
Preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, so it'll be third down and 12 here now to start the second quarter. Triton has moved it well on the ground thus far, has not passed the ball yet. Culver loading up. They're going to have 4 defensive backs out there now.
They see that third.
Oh, looky here.
Situation.
A little bit of a wrinkle in this offense here for Coach Andy Barker. Riffle swings it right to Gavin. Gavin's got a wrecking crew in the bodyguard, and Mad Dog Maddox Dennie opens it up, but he'll fumble it. Did Triton fall on it? I think Tucker Worsham fell on it.
Yep, there's still a Triton ball.
Good job by him. See an unusual play. Brady Shue gets on a block in a hurry.
Oh, look at the pancake at the top of your screen.
Pancake breakfast. But, yeah, just gets in there, loses the ball, but Charlie, way to be there and just be aware, hop right on it, maintain possession. Interesting little play. It's fun to see.
Triton picks up their 5th first down, 2 for 2 on third down here in this first half. 2 wide receivers in Bradley and Riffle to the near side as Overmyer gets it. He'll bounce it up the middle. Overmyer fighting free, and he will have about a 9-yard, they're going to mark him 8-yard gain there on first down. Orion's calling this the battle of the twins. He noted there during the commercial break. He said fraternal and identical. Now he's gone quiet. Riffle's going to keep and try to bounce it outside, trying to find some room. Good downfield blocking by Caden Bradley. Riffle's free and inside the 10, and Triton's got another first down on a big run.
Takes a piece of grass there with him. Good job, just spreads out the defense, and they were ready to tackle Jayden in a hurry. Good thing Gage took it on the keeper. Good job there by Shane Martin, never giving up. Chases him down.
You've got to appreciate the effort Culver's playing with right now. Yes, they're letting those big runs, but they're not just taking it off and say, whatever, I'm not going to catch him. This group is still playing hard.
You never see somebody stop and walk, and that's most important. I mean, you just give it all until you see that clock hit 0.
So try now 1st and 10 inside the red zone. I thought that was the speakers for about 2 seconds.
I thought so.
Now Ryder Gayheart's going to try to find a seam. He's got some room. Ryder Gayheart fighting free, and is he going to be in? No message yet. I think he's going to be about a half a yard shy of a touchdown.
Did Caden get it?
Yes.
Looked real close.
I mean, he got it. You could. He was just a little short.
Yep.
Oh,
just shy of the
barely.
plane.
It's a great replay angle right there.
Good job, Caden, on the catch there. He's getting faster on those camera angles.
He's getting good.
Get around to that other side, get that other view.
Trying with a split backfield for Riffle. 2nd down and a 1-yard goal to go. Riffle's going to punch it in from 1 yard away, and Triton back in the end zone again.
Right there under center. Just take it, lower your head. See a good angle of it right here as well. Just powers on through. Get Preston just in a hurry downfield. It's a good man to follow behind.
Triton a 10-play drive. 12:36. About 4.5 minutes on that drive.
Yeah, if you take the rest of the first.
And Callahan's going to kick it, and it'll split the uprights. It's good. Triton now leads 21-0 here at the early 10:16 here to go in the second quarter. If you're Triton, everything's going well to play tonight. They're moving the ball well on the ground. We're seeing some nice passing plays. Yeah, I got a few penalties here and there if you're going to nitpick just a little bit, but doing a nice job moving the ball offensively.
Absolutely, and yeah, less penalties than we've seen before, and so you're cleaning up a little bit, but yeah, you can nitpick on those, but they did a good job of answering when they set themselves back. They just kept on chugging along, have a good play, and then you see a little bit of trickery come out there as well, almost sort of Ben Johnson type of offense.
Should have played with him walking like that.
Oh.
Caden walking sideways.
He's kind of about right with the music.
Making his way back to get some better angles.
All right, so Callahan back to kick. They had a nice move. They changed. Scotty Banks will be back there, back to return with Carr again. Triton still pushing that ball right. John Carr hasn't had a chance to return the ball here, but Scotty Banks did a nice job the last time. We saw about a 15-yard return there.
Yeah, he just split it right up the middle and just got through a couple of Trojans missing.
And this is going to be a huge drive for Culver. You're going to have to move the football here. You're going to have to try to find a way to get points or get some momentum here.
This is where, you got to stop the bleed. And Triton just going through, getting their momentum.
Callahan to send it down the field. Line drive kick, and Jackson's going to take it and catch and drop at the 30. So wise move there. It's like, hey, ball security is job security.
Yeah, he's not in a bad spot right there. 30 yards is not a bad place for your offense to start. Secure that football, make sure they get out there.
If he plays baseball, caught that one right on a frozen rope.
Yeah, just fielded it well.
I didn't say anything because I thought you had me muted, but I do hear the echo.
Yeah, it wasn't until we unmuted your mic until we had the echo.
Must be just enough.
Just enough for it's picking it up.
Probably not. You guys are behind the window and I'm not.
Probably.
Ooh.
Official's going to quick call. Is there no check on him?
He was unstrapped. I'm always checking on my junior high kids. Like, hey, your chin strap's undone.
Spoken like a true coach. See the details right there.
Oh, man.
Check the details. McEwen now. We'll give it to Carr. He's going to try to find up there, but Triton and company, I believe that was Vinnie Prater, Dominic Bradley, and Colton Reynolds all together combining for that tackle.
It's flowing fast and in a hurry. Plugging up that gap. Good job there by Bradley.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. McEwen's shown off that he can throw that ball really well. I mean, we're seeing nice routes down to that offensive line. Give him some time to throw because right now the running game really not working for Culver, but they got to find a way to start trying to throw this Triton defense off. McEwen rolls left. Not going to have a lot of time. Going to throw under pressure. He has Caleb McEwen for a Culver first down. What a play. 12 yards on the pitch and catch there.
And I think that's something you got to keep going to is those crossing routes to try to get Triton just mixed up with that zone coverage. People trying to talk amongst each other, get a little lost in the sauce. Makes a good game there by Culver.
And I like that Caleb McEwen got the ball, didn't worry about going upfield. Hey, let's move the chains here. Let's put a drive together. But Jonas McEwen, ice water in his veins, stepping there, pressure coming down, going to his left, throwing across his body. That's a good throw by that young man.
Yeah, way to place it right there and just, move the chains a little bit, start trotting downfield.
2 wide receivers stacked to the right for McEwen, 1 to the near side. He'll take the snap, goes outside to Carr. Carr has split the defenders, and he's near, I believe, a 9-yard gain on first down.
It's a nice toss to just get outside there. Isaac Quintana just gets kicked out. There's a little gap. Colton does a good job of scraping as a middle inside out.
And Vela with a really nice block on that play. I mean, made sure we saw his number. He got a nice inside block there to really kind of open up that inside seam.
Yeah, it's super important to just, get to a man and turn your hips to where the ball you want to go. Turn your hips, face the sideline.
So 8 yards officially on the gain there. 2nd down and 2 for the Cavaliers. We're going to split 2 wide receivers the other side for McEwen again. Carr on his left hip. He steps back to throw quickly. Quick hitter, but too low. Bounces off the grass. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
He's quickly under pressure by 3 different Trojans. Makes it a little uneasy to set up and throw on that.
And Triton, you have got to appreciate the pressure they are bearing down with here.
I agree, and you've seen that we've made some substitutions, keeping people fresh in that D-tackle position to just make sure that we're getting in there and causing that pressure.
Little shot of the new press box.
It's impressive. I like it. It's real nice. I like it. McEwen now will stack 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs in the backfield set up. Right there to his left, and he's going to hand it to Carr on the option. And I think he might just be it's going to be close.
That will be a close one.
I think they're going to give it to him. Yep, they're going to give it to him. First down.
Yeah, it looks like when he first got there and got met, ball
forward progress got him across.
Take another look at it. Kind of adjust because you're going right there close up the middle. Have your running back a little closer to you to feed.
Cavaliers 2 first downs here on this drive. Moving the ball well. Started inside on their own 30. Now into Triton territory as they cross midfield. 2 wide receivers to either side for McEwen. He goes back to throw, swings it left, and he's going to get that one to Green.
Another good connection. They're just getting those comeback routes. Just send it, sit and post up, throw to either one of them. Get some space. Connects with Green right there.
Riffle on the tackle. 9 yards on the passing play. And that's what you want to do if you're Culver. Little plays right here. The game ain't over yet. Find a way to move the ball and see what works and see what you can do to continue to try to get some points on that scoreboard. McEwen, same look again. He goes back to throw. Here comes Overmyer. Slings it down the field. He's got Scotty Banks for a big first down, and Culver now inside the red zone.
As soon as I saw him break free, I was wondering, no Trojan defender got towards him. Getting stuck when you just send a lot of people deep. Those passes over and over.
38-yard pass. Their 5th first down. We talked about that. Triton's going to have to do a good job in the secondary because these guys can release and get down the seam, and right there you saw it.
Yeah, you just got to make sure your head's on a swivel, looking any part of the zone. Got to find somebody to pick him up.
And now McEwen first down and 10 from the Triton 10, and a flag from the rear official. I think this one's going to move back 5 yards or 10 yards. 5 yards. Yep, 5 yards.
Just got to make sure you settle in. Get those big plays that you do not want to hurt yourself there.
This will be the 9th play of the drive here for the Cavaliers. Moving it well. Trying with a decent-looking student section across the way. A lot of blankets and sweatshirts tonight. It's chilly. Although we'll see. I'll bet Caden will be coming up here getting his jacket at halftime. Here comes Overmyer, unblocked, and he gets pressure on the quarterback. Shows it short. Riffle breaks it up. Nice job by Overmyer again. That pressure there coming from that right side.
You saw him come in there in a hurry. just barely. He lets off there at the end. But, yeah, coming down the field in a hurry, that would not be a hit you want to take. Not able to quite throw it long enough.
That's down for 3 quarterback hurries tonight, and it's always those guys are really doing 2 of those 3 hurries. Triton's really disrupting the passer.
Absolutely. Just, making sure that they're not comfortable and don't let that QB get just nice and easy sitting back there. Let him go through his reads and progressions.
You got 2 track athletes on either side of that end. And you talk about quick guys that are strong. Overmyer and Prater doing a nice job on the edges. Here comes Overmyer again. McEwen going to have to get rid of it to the left. Caleb McEwen can't adjust, incomplete.
Again, you see him just getting past his man in a hurry. Just close to getting there. Not able to connect, as you see Isaac Quintana and Gavin Riffle there in the coverage.
And a timeout for the Cavaliers. That'll be their second timeout.
Well, they didn't count. They didn't take the last timeout.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Triton took that one. Okay.
Yep. So, they're keeping track of them across the way.
Kenny trained them. They're set.
So we told them even though it's not on the scoreboard that the people outside can see it, it's always a nice way to keep tracking here.
Appreciate everybody watching here tonight as well as trying their second road game of the year.
Yeah, during that between the quarters, I slid it back just a little bit. I don't think we've lost, so hopefully you don't get your buffering on your side.
Appreciate all 132 viewers that are watching here tonight.
That might be a record.
He's talking about IHSA. That was
For football.
YouTube viewers for football.
Well, no, the IHSA.
Yeah, yep.
So Zord settles into the center position. It'll be third down and 15. It'll be their 5th third down attempt here of the half. Converting 1 here on this drive. McEwen goes back to throw, looking left, going to lob one to the corner of the end zone. He's got Jackson. Jackson tracks it. Oh, he had it. And couldn't quite reel it in. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
See him here at the edge. Plenty of time to just settle in, throw it off that back leg. But he's got 3 Trojans there close. Just can't quite stretch out and grab that one in.
Right play. That was a good place ball by McEwen. Just Jackson didn't quite get it underneath it in time.
Yeah, it's a good play call and, really close to being a full connection. You're seeing just that close for the Cavaliers coming together.
So 4th down. They're going to go for it. Why not inside the red zone, trying to get some points here before halftime. Slings it right through the hands of Caden Bradley. It'll be turnover on downs.
And that's one of those, you always want the interception, but it's never bad to just bat that down, especially on the 4th down. Start your offense out a little further out.
I was going to see what Caden's side was. See what he's.
See if we can get a better view. Yeah, as you see him just break into that coverage, step right in front of it, almost comes away with an interception right there. Nonetheless, a good stop.
Culver almost 3 minutes of offense there on that drive. 12 plays.
Yeah, they held it for a while. Able to make a good drive down there.
So Gage Riffle now will lead his offense to the line. Overmyer in the backfield. 3 seconds, got to get going. 2 seconds on the play clock. And another Triton timeout as time winding down, taking too long in the huddle there.
That's something that we've kind of noticed a couple times. You see Barker right there just signaling to the offense, we got to pick it up a little bit. Too slow to just get out there and get set. It's not something we want to have to waste timeouts, especially when we get later in the season, and those can become costly.
Our camera girl's over there. She's cheering tonight.
Yeah, well, she's allowed to do other things.
Oh, she's healed or enough.
Yeah. Said she was going to last night.
Okay.
She talked about it. Of course, going to give Lewis a shout-out over there in Ireland across the pond.
Yeah.
Told Cade to make sure I did it. And there's his shout-out. Miss having Lewis around.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
What time is it there?
I don't know.
Is it plus 5 hours?
Why don't?
It's 5 or 6 like that.
Something, I don't know. It's almost tomorrow there. Well, it might be.
Yeah,
I think it's tomorrow there already. Today for them, tomorrow for us. All right, try it now. Plenty of time on the play clock. First down and 10 from their own 15 for Riffle. Going to send Ryder Gayheart in motion. He's got a lead blocker there, and he'll go forward. I believe that lead blocker was Colton Reynolds on a nice blocking play that leads about 7 yards up the field.
You've seen a couple Triton players looking for a jump right there, but the defender just didn't cross that line, so he's all good. He's able to move, unlike the offense.
And I like that. You see your guards 5 yards, 10 yards downfield making blocks.
Absolutely. They're just firing out and not staying stuck at the line of scrimmage. That's something you cannot have as linemen on those run plays.
Riffle gives it to Overmyer, who's had himself a night. Trying to slither his way up for a Triton first down. He will have it.
Number 3, Jayden Overmyer on the carry.
Again, those sideways stutter steps. He takes what he's given. If the D-line wants to close up one hole, he'll find another to punch through and does so, and, yeah, just falls forward to pick up that first down.
5 yards on the carry. Another Triton first down. That is their 7th first down here in the first half. 3 shy of their total last week. Oh, and trying with a hard count. Jump offside, a penalty. Their 3rd of the half.
Gets one of our own players. That's where we just got to make sure we don't get ahead of ourselves. Keep that mental in check. We call it hold your water.
Hold your water.
5-yard penalty. 1st and 15.
Where did that term come from?
I've wondered since the day I first heard it. I've never, like, if you balance a cup of water on your head and you don't
I thought
jump,
that was Orion after the fireworks at the Blueberry.
Oh, man, the story. The story was just as good. Oh, it's like I was there in person. Riffle fumble, ball's free, but Triton will pick it up. I believe that might have been Ryder Gayheart that picked it up, and it was.
avoids a disaster right there. See the motion come across. And the snap just rolls along. Good job by Ryder to just bend over and get it. Avoid the turnover.
1 yard gain there. Setting up 2nd down and 14.
Gain of 1 yard, 2nd and 14.
Overmyer now on the left tip of Riffle. And the play clock during just a little bit. Now to Overmyer. Going to go back and forth. He'll go upfield. He has a first down and more for the Trojans as he nears midfield. Man got pushed out to 46.
We get a good view of it over here. Gage just, taking his time, making sure everybody's set. He's got the time to use. Let the play just develop. Good job. Isaac Quintana got eyes inside coming out for that block. Then we see our receivers staying on their blocks very well. Jayden just gets that outside. Just makes it look easy, just prancing around.
26-yard carry for Overmyer, who's well over 100 yards. You're in the 150-yard mark, and he's going to get stopped in the backfield. Leading the charge there, I believe, was Colton Falk in the backfield. Him and Zorich working together on that tackle.
Yeah, you see him getting fired up. It's a good play by them to just meet him in the backfield.
Loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
Something we talked about. Their defense just rallies, fires to the ball quick.
2nd down and 11 now.
Each snap is just a battle for those linemen and linebackers.
And I love Culver's intensity right now. Yes, they're down on the scoreboard, but yet they're still finding a way to fire and keep themselves in the conversation here.
Absolutely.
Overmyer breaking left. Lead blockers are free. Overmyer slithering again for another Triton first down. The Jets really maneuvering well here tonight.
It's like an acrobatic air show out here.
Watch when he gets that last step right in here. Just
looking like the Blue Angels just throttle down, throttle up. Boy, he's gotten
it's like almost leaning to a side, keeps his balance. Another good replay there by Caden.
First and 10 now from the Cavalier 39-yard line for Riffle, who goes back. He'll hand it back to Overmyer again, and he'll find a way upfield. Overmyer at the seam. He's got the far sideline. 15-10, 5, touchdown, Jayden Overmyer. 39 yards.
See a good view of it here. Got Ryder, just goes and gets a block. It's a key block right there to just hold up that outside man for just a little bit.
He barely got touched the whole way.
Yeah.
And that just talks about how good that offensive line did a nice job blocking there up front to really initially set him free.
Absolutely, especially those outside runs. You got somebody that's got to get out there in a hurry and meet that outside linebacker before you get there and just put him in a direction.
Callahan to kick, Riffle to hold, snaps down, has time, kicks it up, and it will split the uprights. And Triton now up with a 4-score lead as we go late here in the second quarter.
It's like they're tending to a Culver cheerleader down there.
We're just about 3 minutes on that drive. 8 plays. Triton averaged 8 plays on 2 of their 4 drives. One was only 1 play for the home run hit to start the ball game.
Yeah.
And Simpson, they just really haven't looked back. You got to like their composure and how they're running the football. But, yes, Jayden Overmyer has been a highlight film tonight. He's having himself a spectacular night, as are others. But at the same time, that offensive line, he really needs to thank those guys because they're doing an awesome job up front.
Absolutely. They're setting them up very well for that highlight tape, just giving him gaps to go through, and he's just using that vision and just following along, doing a good job there in the trenches. But now if you're Culver, I mean, you have 3.5 minutes and still a timeout, and you've shown that you've got the spread offense, able to just drop back and let that ball fly. Triton cannot let anything go deep here.
Now Callahan set and sent. Carr and Banks back to return. Kicks on a drop just inside the 20 as Carr will get his first return. And here comes Tyler Payton on the stop. The ball came out after he hit the ground. What a play by Tyler Payton.
Yeah, you'll see him on that far side. Just coming down. He's one of the first here in a hurry. Splits between. Gets a little hung up on his teammate right there. Tyler does a good job of getting in there. And you see him try to strip that ball. Yes, after he's down, but it's always a great mentality. Try to rip that ball out. Get your offense back out on the field.
Only a freshman would get that special teams time, learning how to tackle and cover. It's huge for Tyler Payton to be out there on the kickoff team.
He's a great asset for me.
Jackson on the shovel pass, so he's going to have some blocking on the outside. He's cutting upfield. Jackson showing off the speed for a Culver first down.
And they did a good job of just kicking out Isaac Quintana right there. And then Maddox just not quite able to reach. Gage coming up, making that safety save. But not before they get that first down. It was a good run design right there. And good job by them to get on their blocks as well.
Now first down and 10 from their own 35. McEwen, here comes the pressure, slings it across the middle. Oh, and dropped. Scotty Banks had a first down in his hands at midfield, but an incomplete pass falling to the ground.
You'll see a lot of pressure. Just everyone, Jayden coming off the edge, has to get that ball out in a hurry. Gets right there, hits him in the hands. That's one he's wishing he'd come down with.
Been a big play for them, a 2:52 to go here before halftime.
See if they can draw up another one. They've been doing a good job of just mixing up the pass schemes to confuse Triton. Got to settle in, make sure that communication's crisp. Call out, talk to each other, see what you see. No home run plays.
Oh.
On the Cavaliers, penalty is declined. 2nd and 10.
Okay, so the incomplete pass was a penalty. I didn't see a flag.
I was going to say, I didn't see a flag. I didn't even know we were waiting on a call.
I was wondering why that took so long. Penalty was declined, so it will be 2nd down and 10. Jackson and Green split to either side for McEwen. Gives it to Carr. Carr trying to follow Zorich. Zorich leading the way. Zorich with a big block. Frees up Carr. He's got a first down. All the way up to midfield.
You see just that lead block coming down. Zorich just getting in the way of Gage so he can't lay out those safety hits he likes to. Colton able to tackle him from behind. But they get a big run right there, getting them across midfield.
The Cavaliers picking up their 7th first down here in the first half. 2 wide receivers now stacked to the near side. Jackson on the far side. Carr in the back. Or I guess going to stack Banks in the slot. Slings it left. He's going to find Green, but Green drops to the ground. Didn't quite get possession of the ball, rather. He was kind of juggling. You kind of see it here. So Ryan got it.
Get it. Has it, but he's still bobbling. It never has full possession. Tries to tuck it to the side so he can start running. Always got to secure the catch before the run.
I would struggle with that. I'd want to take off and go.
Especially when you have that many people coming around trying to hit you as hard as they can. It's never an easy spot to be in.
Same look for McEwen. Now they'll settle in. 2nd down and 10. Oh, with a pump fake. Triton with the quarterback sack.
He didn't like what he saw.
Try to see who got in there for the sack.
Good job of staying in coverage. He didn't want to throw into that double coverage right there. I don't blame him there as a QB.
Boy, those 4 guys barreling down. That ain't for the faint of heart, let me tell you.
It's a rough sight to see, I bet.
It's a big front line.
Yeah, big bad Brady Shoe.
3rd down and 18. Long way to go. McEwen drops back to throw. Going to have to throw under pressure. Prater providing pressure. And Gavin Riffle with the interception. What a nice job by Riffle to read the ball. Interception. Triton takes it back.
Does a good job of staying in coverage, not letting him get behind him. And then turns and just breaks on that ball. See it, so just a tad underthrown. Just waits for it. Secures it. Good job by him to get that takeaway. Get your offense back out on the field. You still got a minute and a half and a timeout.
And you get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, we didn't even start with it.
It's a lot of things going the Trojans' way here tonight. Trying to spread it out. 2 wide receivers to either side for Riffle. He goes back to throw, and he's going to get hit. In there on the tackle. That was Theron Carrington.
See the Triton O-line looking a little confused. Somebody missed. Yeah, you see number
right
1 right there.
Middle.
Just Carrington shows that blitz. Nobody able to pick him up. Gets right in there. Clean hit on Gage.
That's a football to the helmet in practice.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to work it in sometime. Yeah, everybody knows.
That was such a fun film set.
Oh, that was such a fun. I can't wait to talk to those guys. Sword showing blitz. Riffle's going to roll left. Going to have to get going. He'll get up the field, but not quite far enough. As was Colton Falk in pursuit. I believe he had the tackle.
They'll have to run at least one more.
McEwen also in there on the tackle. They will have, Braden said, 30 seconds on the clock. And they'll get set. Riffle gives it to Overmyer. Vinnie Prater out in front, blocking for him. Overmyer trying to bounce it outside. Good open field tackling by Jonas McEwen. Stops the run, and that's going to do it here for the first half. Triton will take a 28-0 lead into the halftime locker room, where they will start with the football to start the second half. So we're going to go with those highlights in that first half. Overmyer with a 79-yard touchdown run on his first carry of the game, then a 24-yard one on the second one, and then a 10-yard or 1-yard gain for Riffle for a touchdown, and then Overmyer again for a 39-yard score, and Cam Callahan good on all 4 kicks.
Absolutely. I mean, just since that first touch, you knew Jayden was going to have a special night out here.
And then also Gavin Riffle with an interception here at the end of the half. We'll take a break and be back after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
It's 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. You have 2 choices. Option 1, take 2 nanoseconds to reach over and put on your seatbelt. Or option 2, decide it's too much work for a Saturday and don't put on your seatbelt. As the seatbelt alarm continues to sing the song of its people, you roll your eyes. You're just going down the block, you'll be fine. You take a turn to the left, and that's when you see it.
Just wear your seatbelt. It's an easy way to save your own life. The Indiana Criminal Justice Institute wants to remind you that choices matter. Click it to live it.
Hello, I'm Brian Avery, Director of Champions Together for the Indiana High School Athletics Association. Champions Together is a program that partners the IHSAA and Special Olympics Indiana. It is designed to provide opportunities for students with and without intellectual disabilities to participate together on fields of play and in other activities throughout the year. Unified sports, an important part of Champions Together, allows students who might not otherwise have the opportunity a chance to represent their school in interscholastic sport and compete for an IHSAA state championship. Unified sports currently exist in roughly 1/3 of IHSAA member schools, and that number is growing. For over 10 years, Champions Together and Unified Sports have helped promote relationships between students with and without intellectual disabilities, increase graduation rates and school attendance, and improve the culture within our schools. To learn more about what is happening in the inclusion revolution, visit ihsaa.org.
Hi, I'm Trip Lukemeyer, Director of the IHSAA Foundation. Each year, over 160,000 student athletes compete in high school athletics within our state, learning the value of hard work, persistence, and integrity. The IHSAA Foundation works to empower and support this next generation of leaders through scholarships, leadership development, and sharing the benefits of education-based athletics. To learn more about our mission and how you can help high school athletics make a difference, visit ihsaafoundation.org.
I'm Dwight Freeney, and my friend Eli is alive today because someone said yes to organ donation. When Eli was 12 years old, he received a liver transplant that saved his life because someone just like you said yes to organ donation. Say yes to being an organ donor next time you're at the BMV and give someone in need a second chance.
Like me.
Hi, I'm Trip Lukemeyer, Director of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, text official to 317-943-9030.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, text OFFICIAL to 317-943-9030.
Hello, I'm Brian Avery, Director of Champions Together for the Indiana High School Athletics Association. Champions Together is a program that partners the IHSAA and Special Olympics Indiana. It is designed to provide opportunities for students with and without intellectual disabilities to participate together on fields of play and in other activities throughout the year. Unified sports, an important part of Champions Together, allows students who might not otherwise have the opportunity a chance to represent their school in interscholastic sport and compete for an IHSAA state championship. Unified sports currently exist in roughly 1/3 of IHSAA member schools, and that number is growing. For over 10 years, Champions Together and Unified Sports have helped promote relationships between students with and without intellectual disabilities, increase graduation rates and school attendance, and improve the culture within our schools. To learn more about what is happening in the inclusion revolution, visit ihsaa.org.
I'm Dwight Freeney, and my friend Eli is alive today because someone said yes to organ donation. When Eli was 12 years old, he received a liver transplant that saved his life because someone just like you said yes to organ donation. Say yes to being an organ donor next time you're at the BMV and give someone in need a second chance.
Like me.
In addition to Pacers basketball, my family's a big fan of two things: rescue dogs and great Connecticut water. So when we adopted Walter to join Bailey, he too gets his bowl of water right from our Connecticut K5 drinking water station. We take our water quality seriously, which is why we also have a whole home water treatment system. Improve your water like we do. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com for your free in-home water test. Connecticut, official sponsor of the Indiana Pacers.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to Culver Community High School, site of tonight's Hoosier North Athletic Conference matchup as Triton leads here 28-0. I'm Andy Harrell. With me here tonight is absolutely Braden Cunningham, Kenny Barnhart, Cade running our sideline camera, and as always, the Hall of Famer Ryan Limler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network. We just got done talking here at halftime about things we like to see. You know, Triton doing a nice job getting pressure, doing a good job shutting down some of those receivers. But for me, and after Aaron Mondi said after talking to him before he went up to the coach's podium up top there, seeing Kyle Cummins on his first play of the season shooting through and just laying a big tackle was huge.
I mean, that's just got to fire you up as just going in there and, your first play, just go in there and make a great play. I mean, that just got to get your confidence up, and hopefully you see a lot more of him out there on that field doing the same thing.
You saw guys like Gage Riffle making some awesome plays. That interception to really kind of highlight that. Really read it well, saw it was a little bit underthrown, stopped and read the ball and caught it well. We see guys making some nice plays, but that line tonight, we talked about winning in the trenches tonight. Trojans doing it on both sides of the football.
I agree. It's the place we set the emphasis on for this ball game tonight, and the Triton Trojans O-line and D-line have been just making great strides.
Now I'm going to tell you right now, Culver, the scoreboard does not reflect how this team has played. They have played really well. We've seen them attack certain spots of the field. McEwen, yes, he has the incomplete passes, but he's getting them off. He is under complete duress. This kid here cannot take out life insurance because he is so much under duress. I don't think they'll insure him because that Triton defensive line is getting through. This Culver O-line needs to do a little bit better job trying to seal the edges and give him just a little bit more time to throw. But the interior O-line is doing a great job.
He's on a hefty policy plan for sure because, he is just looking over his shoulder, not getting anything clean in that pocket. A couple of times he's had some good connections, and Culver just keeping the scheme mixed up, have those crossing routes, and just try to confuse our secondary for Triton Trojans. And, they've done a good job of trotting down the field, just not quite able to get in the end zone yet.
And we're seeing them making some good plays along the line on defense. I mean, guys like Zorich, is a guy that stand out on offense and defense. We saw him with a nice pull here, open up Carr for a nice 20-yard gain. This Culver team is capable of moving the football, but it comes down, the line's got to give McEwen some time.
I completely agree. It's just when you've got, that pressure and Triton just getting through there. On both sides, you got Vinnie, you've got Big Brad, Brady Shue, you've got Jayden Overmyer, and then you've got Kyle Cummins, and we've just been cycling people in there.
And you didn't mention the torpedo, Colton Reynolds. He's back there lurking around as well. So, and then it makes it even worse. You go to that next – it's like the Baltimore Ravens defense with these guys. You got a heck of a front line, some mean linebackers. Then you got a guy kind of like Ed Reed sitting back there with Gage Riffle that's looking just to nail somebody across the middle.
I just have to just read right down the roster if I wanted to highlight every play we've seen tonight. We've just seen people coming in, defense doing a good job of just rotating their men, keeping everybody fresh. That way that pressure just continues to happen.
They're doing a nice job bodying up tackling tonight. If you're going to talk about Triton, and their technique tackling tonight has been on point, best we've seen all season, but they've done a nice job really bodying guys up and bringing them down.
They've been doing a good job of just getting a lot lower and just driving through, get that shoulder, that near foot and near shoulder into that man and just drive through him. Don't slow up and be the nail. You want to be the hammer. Go lay that hit and don't let them get that extra yardage if they come into you.
And we got to appreciate Kenny down there doing his thing, trying to adjust stuff, and also helping with the view tonight. Appreciate Culver's new press box. Kenny,
oh, yes.
Kenny helped.
Yep, we have helped break it in.
Break it in a little bit.
Get it already.
Rodney Eunice in his normal spot, lurking the sidelines. I'll tell you what. I'm not a person that enjoys. I'd rather be up here, not on the sideline.
You did that for the first game.
I felt weird. I felt like I was out of place. But the best part of that night was watching Rodney Eunice on the sideline. That was probably my favorite thing. He was into it. There was one time Jordan Nickus and Rick Yarborough and Nate McCann and I were all kind of standing there, and Rodney just takes off. Hey! Once a coach, always a coach. And Mike Zander down here doing the same thing for Culver. You look at these guys. I think two great coaching staffs. This Culver team, let's see what you can put together here in this half.
Yeah, and just from both sides, there's never a bad opportunity to just help your players out. Yeah, you're not the coaching role anymore, but you can always coach up, add some words of encouragement and some tips.
Absolutely. Well, Abby's not here, so we got to keep the absolutelys, and someone might need to drop something here in the second half. As that kick down the field, Gage Riffle bobbles it, picks it up at the 21. He's going to try to follow some blocking, hops and goes, and he'll get it past the 31, a gain of 10 on the return.
He was real close to that sideline.
Yeah, it gets some good height on that ball. It goes off the screen for a while, and then, just can't secure it cleanly. Gets a couple side steps, and then Culver just kind of tripping over each other. Then he gets it out to the 30. Offense not starting in a bad position.
Triton scoring on 4 of their 5 drives in that first half. This will be their first of the second. So Riffle will lead that offensive line of Worsham, Colton Reynolds, Preston Brookins, Vinnie Prater, and Brady Shue along the line. Maddox Dennie in the tight end spot near side. Right to Overmyer, the hot hand as he goes right into the pile, and he'll get a nice 3-yard gain there on first down.
Scotty Banks, the first one to meet him right there. Does a good job on the backside, just going through the gap. See him get caught up in the backfield.
And going back to one of Jayden's long runs, I'm pretty sure, even in the press box across the field, I could hear his mom screaming and yelling all the way across here. I'm pretty sure I heard Jessica. I'm pretty sure.
She's a dedicated fan.
Let me tell you, she is.
Well,
gotta
take over Lindsay.
Yeah, I mean, you could. Yeah. You gotta take over for Lindsay. So 2 receivers split to the left, and Gayheart and Callahan. Back to Overmyer with the counter play, and a good play in the backfield. Carrington in there again. That's his second tackle for a loss.
We see again, just does a good job of just seeing where those guards go. You see them pull away. He crashes along, just follows their feet, goes right through that hole that's created. When you get that pulling guard, goes and just trips him up in the backfield.
It's right now -1 yard here in this first series of the second half. 3rd down and 11.
I like Carrington at a spot like that, just quick off the line. Got to make sure we're firing out low as Trojan offense.
Triton only had 2 third down attempts in that first half. Riffle swings it right to Gayheart. He's got some room. Gayheart up the field, past the 50-yard line, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. Gayhart's in. Touchdown, Triton. 71 yards. And Riffle gets his first passing touchdown of the season.
It's a great scheme right there. See him just get that drop step. Nobody near him, and Cam Callahan lays on his block tremendously. Ryder Gayheart, we've talked about those legs, but here he got to show them just on full display. Takes off. It's the foot race, and he wins it.
69-yard play, I believe. I think. No, it's 31, so it's 71. I was right. Stay with your original number. So Callahan out for the extra point. Trying to use a little over, just shy of 2 minutes on the clock on that drive. 3 plays as Callahan puts it through. Right now, there will be a running clock as they hit the 35-point mark.
With 10, 19 to go in the third quarter. Trojans 35, your Cavalier 0.
So that's what right there, 3 plays.
You come out, you get the ball second half. Go down, get a score. What more can you ask for?
And going back to that, can you play that replay one more time? One thing that really kind of helped, like you talked about, I don't know if you hit on it. I was writing things down. But I really liked this outside block here by Callahan. Really did a nice job. You kind of see him get up there on green, does a nice job keeping him in front of him and really kind of working him that sideline. Gave him enough time, and Jackson's a really quick athlete. It just shows how fast Ryder Gayheart is and that vision and how quick that young man can run.
Absolutely, and Cam Callahan just doing really textbook what we talk about when we say turn your man and just turn your body, face the sideline, because it just – makes you be in between, and they can't get around you in time.
And, and for me, one thing I really like to see, I want to see my wide receivers blocking downfield. I want to see my wide receivers being hungry, wanting to go hit somebody and open up things for either somebody else on the passing game or doing it in the run game. I like seeing Cam Callahan. He's a good physical guy to be out on the outside doing that block.
Yeah, it's sometimes a hard ask for, you want to be a wide receiver, just get those deep routes on the pass, get the highlight tape, high point the ball, moss somebody, but what's important out there is when, you have those run plays and you go out and get the block, sometimes those are those blocks that make or break a touchdown right there.
I'm telling you, that's why I love Sean Payton as the head coach of my football team. I see them on Sunday. I'm fired up. I'm excited. Football is back. For us, it's week 3. Callahan right down the right side, and Scotty Banks going to lose it. He's going to pick it up from his own 10-yard line, trying to cut up field. He's got some space, but he's going to get wrapped up and brought down, and he fights forward. 12 yards on the return after bobbling. Not a bad way to start.
Yeah, he picks it up well. See here, Cam just really getting into that one. Yeah, just takes a bounce, hits him on his leg. Does a good job of fielding it, stay in stride, pick up a good gain, get a couple misses there from Trojan defense. And as we rally, Vinnie Prater there to help him finish that tackle. See what the Cavaliers can whip up here coming out on offense.
So McEwen settles in. Overmyer going to work on the near side end spot. Bobbled, and McEwen grabs it. Was trying to go with the read option play. That RPO bobbles it, but falls back on top. And
see, he's just waiting to try to read, see what he sees on the defense. He tries to give it to Carr, but by then, Carr doesn't have that pocket open. He gets a little away from him. Good job there by McEwen to just at least hold on to it, keep possession.
And Culver did a nice job. I mean, yeah, third down conversions were not great, 1 of 6 in that first half, but still found a way to get 7 first downs. This is a team capable of moving it through the air, moving the chains. They just got to go back to what was working.
Yeah, you haven't seen them get completely shut down and go with like a quick 3 and out. They've been consistently moving the ball. Just got to find a way to punch it in the end zone.
Something going on the far sideline. So a stoppage in play. Not sure what's going on. The head official going over to the far side.
Well, should the clock be running?
No. No, they stopped it because the head official is again over there on that side.
Talking to a fan.
I think there was lights on the ambulance. I think that was.
Oh.
I think that's what they were trying to get turned off. So. And look who was on it. He's walking up there quickly. There, Rodney was there.
He was there.
Rodney was there. Look at that, securing it.
Even take a high five from a player.
Was he the one telling him about the lights?
I think he was trying to get him to turn them off.
Oh.
Always business.
Here we go. 2nd down and 9. The clock now back to running for McEwen. Steps back to throw, looking downfield. He's got Jackson. Jackson lays out, and he drops it. Had a first down in his hands. It's a good-looking play.
Line doing a good job of just giving him a nice, clean pocket to stand in, go through his reads. He sees the man to go to, just can't quite corral it in.
That's a couple of times tonight the Cavaliers have had a long pass that couldn't quite corral it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just a tough spot. You come across the middle, and you know that Gage Riffle's just been a downhill safety. That's something you always have in the back of your mind as a receiver. You do not want to take that tough hit.
2 wide receivers stacked to the right for McEwen. Gives it to Carr, and he'll get picked up in the backfield. Vinnie Prater in there on the tackle.
You see them back in the backfield, trying to get that cross misdirection there from Culver Cavaliers, but Triton doing a good job of just reading their keys, not getting confused.
Loss of 5 on the play, so 3rd down, or 4th and 14, so I guess they did not convert that 3rd down. So it's 4th down. Excuse me. So Overmyer back. McEwen for his 2nd punt. Sends a nice one. Got some hang time. He's going to bounce inside the 50, and Overmyer's going to watch it run down into his own 44s, where they will go back out for their 2nd drive here of the 3rd quarter.
Culver doing a good job of just getting rid of that as quick as possible. You see a bunch of Trojans coming quick, ready to block that punt. Gets rid of it in a hurry and hasn't really given Jayden a chance to field it and return it at all.
Triton's really on miscues. We saw kind of that first down, and Overmyer going to switch into quarterback now. A superior athlete going to try a different spot. Overmyer settles in. He takes the snap, and they're going to run with the read option. Direct snap to this near side. Overmyer's got a block. Goodbye job by Gayheart. Overmyer finds the sideline and goes out of bounds. Triton first down. A nice lead block there by Ryder Gayheart.
Yeah, you just see him right there and just take off lead. You see Brady Shue, Maddox getting some great blocks there off the line. Isaac Quintana climbing to the next level. Just makes it a little bit longer for those linebackers trying to scrape.
15-yard gain on the play. Caden Bradley will work near side with Riffle. Overmyer back at quarterback. Quintana stacked up to the right side. Ryder Gayheart in the backfield with Overmyer. Jayden takes the snap, going to roll right again. Gayheart leading the block out front there for him. And Overmyer fumbles it, and Gayheart falls on it. It's Triton's 3rd fumble of the night, but all 3 they've recovered.
Yeah, they've been quick, being aware. Go fall on that football. It's a precious item. Good job there by Isaac. You just see him get downfield in a hurry, go block his man. But yeah, Culver just trying to get those takeaways, get the ball back. Good job trying to strip the ball, just can't quite grab it.
And if for Culver, yeah, the running clock's on there. Nothing you can do about that now, but let's try to build some momentum going next. We got Winnemac coming in right now, getting beat by Pioneer. That's a game Culver, they've done a lot of nice things. So let's put some things together in the second half and see what we can try to win this half. Overmyer going to take it, trying to weave his way through, looking for blockers. We got a flag on the play, I believe. I thought I saw one. But I think he'll get up for a first down. Must have been somebody's cleat in reflection.
Yeah, some sort of glare.
You saw it, though, right?
Yeah, those shiny gold cleats sometimes catch the light just right.
That's Triton's 11th first down of the game, so beating last week, their season high.
Jayden done a good job all night just getting those cutback routes, and that's something there for Culver that you can look back and build on, is just making sure that we're always coming up and watching that cutback route, because somebody with good vision like Jayden, that's going to be dangerous.
And Jayden, like I said, the vision, but the patience in his running, really waiting for those blocks to kind of open up, then know when to accelerate. As you see it right here, trying to get outside, past McEwen, right on cue. Overmyer gets outside for a nice gain on first down.
And that signature stutter step that we've just talked about all of his years of high school.
I'm telling you, there's nothing prettier than an Overmyer stutter step, man. I just open field, old school, stop and go.
Makes a lot of men miss.
Eric Dickerson used to do that back in the day. There's a name. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. You looked at me funny. I'm like, seriously? Is that another one you don't know?
No, I was just surprised. That's a crazy pull.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, he used to run that way. Overmyer on the outside gives it to Gayheart, and what a play in the backfield by Falk. Nice job to shoot the gap and get in there and bring down the ball carrier.
See him fired up. Gets back. He's back in the backfield before we could even get a glimpse of it. Good play there by him.
That deserves a flex. Absolutely, young man.
That's those plays where, yeah, you just don't keep an eye on that scoreboard. You just go play your football. And, yeah, sometimes the Trojans have been firing out and driving people in places, but Culver's going to stand tall and keep fighting back. Keep grinding away.
And that attitude there, that's something you can't teach. That's something you got to want to do. And this group here, you got to really appreciate, even though down the scoreboard, still playing hard. Overmyer, again. Falk busts through again. Overmyer trying to bounce it outside, cutting back in. He's got the corner, and another Triton first down, and they will continue with another third down conversion, 4 for 4 on the night.
Falk showing off that speed. I mean, yeah, you show him get through that backfield, and then he was just chasing, staying with Jayden like the whole way. That's a hard man to stay caught up with.
I'm pretty sure Overmyer's got to have over. So Jessica just texted me that Jayden on record to beat the rushing yard per game only needs 8 more yards for a single game rushing record. So that was a minute ago, so he may have just broken that record. Overmyer gives it back to Ryder Gayheart. He's going to bounce it outside, trying to cut back in. He has a first down and more. Ryder Gayhart's going to be all the way in for a Triton touchdown. His second of the night.
Getting those cutbacks. See an angle right here. Just, yeah, makes a move. Vinnie goes and gets somewhere, and Cam, another great block. Just driving his man out of bounds even. Great job by him all night, making some crucial blocks. Those scores do not happen with those.
So Jessica says he has 200. So Jayden has unofficially 274 yards on the ground. The record was 270. He has now broken that record for most rushing yards in a single game for the Trojans school history. That one up. It splits the upper rights again for Callahan. And Triton now with a pretty substantial lead as we near the end of this third quarter. A lot of things there you can build on. Triton did a nice job moving the football. Did a good job when kind of faced some adversity there, but found a way to move the football, move the chains, punched it in obviously for points that are going to go up to that scoreboard. Flip side, Culver did some nice things defensively there that, aren't really going to be overshadowed because obviously everybody's going to look at the scoreboard and see a completely different game.
And, yeah, that's why it's just important as a football fan and viewer to just never be a box score watcher. You do not get the full picture if you just look at the numbers at the end of each quarter. You got to actually dig deep, look through the film of a game, and just see what players are giving you. I mean, yeah, you see that scoreboard, and it's a big difference, but there's a Culver Cavalier. You were not giving up, and you were giving your full effort every single time, getting through and still making big plays and good stops. Not letting Triton just drive down and get a huge, just one home run play. You just go, keep your helmet on, strap up, and go do it again.
And now Callahan to send it deep down the field. Line drive kick. Going to bounce. Banks picks it up at the 20. And going to be Lucas nicely for him. Tyler Payne combining for the tackle there. Tyler Payne, but Lucas nicely. That's the second tackle he's had on the kickoff here tonight.
Yeah, we've seen some good plays there by special teams players. Just getting down there in a hurry. And that was always one of my favorite things in football is just being on kickoff. I feel like it always is a great way to just start the football game and just get you in the mood to just hit some people.
And all night, this has kind of been about where you've seen Culver start with the football about their own 25-yard line. Their best starting field position of the night was from their own 35. But this is a group, I like to see McEwen here. I want to see this group kind of run what they were running, see if they get Carr a little more involved, try to see if they can open some things up.
Exactly. Just keep playing their brand of offense.
McEwen goes to Carr, right on cue, and gets upfield. And Vinnie Prater, and I believe that's Preston Brookins in on the tackle, and it is.
Good sportsmanship there by Shane Martin helping Preston up. Always like to see that.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're trying with a 42-0 lead. We'll take that into the fourth. We'll take a break. Be back here for the fourth quarter right after this.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, fourth quarter about to get underway. Second down and 8. As the Cavaliers are going to work right to left. Jackson working upfield.
Lucas nicely there on the tackle. Good job at that corner spot. Just to help on the run. See it's coming your way. Hold your ground and then come up, close that space, and go make a nice clean tackle.
So 3-yard gain on the play. Third down and 5 now. Third down not been a friend of the Cavaliers here in this ball game. Only one conversion tonight, but like I said, they still have 7 first downs. McEwen slings it to the near side. Green just through his hands. Incomplete as the ball falls to the ground.
See the 2 receivers out here. Just try to send the one in, and then one just post up right here. Just a little bit out of his reach. Can't quite secure it.
I'm telling you, when this group here, everything starts to click, this is going to be an exciting offense down here in Culver.
I mean, they're just one step away from just securing a lot of really deep balls. They've spread it out well, and they've had good pass schemes.
Triton loading up the line, trying to block this one. McEwen back to kick, and a lot of white jerseys along that line, ready to pounce. Here they come, the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, almost getting their high kick end over end, and it's going to bounce and roll out and stop at the 35-yard line is where Triton will send out their offense.
Takes a hefty roll right there.
Boy, they were loaded up.
Yeah, they were really trying to get that one, and just probably inches away from getting fingertips on that one.
And Triton's best starting field position from the 44, but kind of where you see him kind of between that 20 to 35-yard range. Worst one, obviously, when they were pinned down deep on a turnover on downs by the Cavaliers, and then the red zone situation was the deepest one on their own 15-yard line.
Hasn't been a bad night starting out for their offense.
Nope, scoring on 5 of their 6 drives. The only drive they did not score on was right there before the end of halftime.
Yep.
And as we noted, Jayden Overmyer breaking the single-game rushing record. Over 274 yards on the ground for that young man tonight. Ryder Gayheart getting 2 touchdowns here in the second half. And through the air and on the ground. And Overmyer again to lead the charge at quarterback. Quintana here on the near side. Overmyer back to throw. Looking downfield, he's going to sling it left. He throws it deep. Oh, through the hands of McEwen. 50-50 ball between him and Quintana.
You see Jayden facing that pressure in the backfield. Posts up. Got Carrington in there. Almost gets him. Jayden uses those legs to stay out of the way. Posts up. Good job by Isaac just to not let McEwen get a clean pick on that.
It was a good box out by McEwen to try to go up and try to get that one. Though I like seeing Overmyer throw the ball too. This kid can do it all. Punt, pass, kick, it don't tackle, it doesn't matter. Send the jet out. He can do it all.
Right.
Now running quarterback. Answer for the Trojans now will be Kissin Phipps. Tyler Payton on his left hip. Mondi in the slot left. Going to go to Tyler Payton, and he'll run forward. Hernandez down on the far side. Trying to get along our line. I believe Zagan Horder's out there. I believe at center. To his right, I think that's Ryland Stetzel. Trying to get them all here. What else we got out there? 65, that's Lex Mubray. 59 out there is Braylon Fisher. I think. Payton now going to try to work to the near side. He's got the corner. Tyler Payton falling through, and a Triton first down there for the freshman.
It's a good hard run there by him. See him get set. Nice and close. Just does a little counter backside. Takes it here to the right. Good block there by Ryland. And Tyler with a little acrobatic move there at the end.
Tell you what, Tyler Payton, this kid is a heck of an athlete. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch here as he grows.
He's a great asset for me in junior high. It's good to see him here out on the Friday Night Lights.
Let's see who else is out there in the line. Didn't catch it in time. Back to Payton. Stop and goes. Good patient running. Gets up the field, but a fumble. And I believe the Cavaliers falling, and they did.
I don't know if we can really see, everybody kind of was bounced up in there in the middle.
D-line just
the Triton have it?
Gets through when he tries to cut back.
So it looks like Mubray fell on it.
Oh, yeah, you see him just fighting through. So close toss up.
Mubray with it.
Good awareness again. They've had some close ones, almost had some takeaways, but then they've just jumped on it.
I think Bentley Webb's out there, I think. No, I'm trying to see who's 73. I don't have that one listed. Tyler Payton working his way through up the field. Another Triton first down. Something tonight, this group with their season high, you're looking at 19 first downs. Nope, I'm lied. 14. I looked at the wrong box. It's okay.
We got a lot of boxes here, a lot of different numbers to read.
One day I might go digital. We'll see.
You see that?
The 42 is back on the field. Is that Vinnie?
Yeah, that's a number we haven't seen.
Vinnie Prater wearing the 42 again. He's going to go back to quarterback. Oh, no, actually he's going to be on the running back spot. Right next to Phipps, it's going to go to Vinnie Prater. Prater trying to find some space. Prater trying to spin free. Vinnie Prater, the Stallions looking downfield. He takes off. Vinnie Prater down the field, loses the football, but he hits the ground. Oh, they're saying Culver football. They're saying he fumbled it.
See here, Vinny's had to do a lot of side to side. First goes off to the left, sees it's broken. Stutters in the backfield. It's a strong man, hard one to take down. Makes some Culver Cavaliers miss.
He's got a great beard, though.
Yeah. And just coming down, and then, yeah.
Great play by Dorich.
Oh, yeah.
Dorich.
Ball comes out before he's down.
And didn't go back to the football.
Good awareness by Cavalier to hop down on it.
So the Cavaliers coming away after the fumble.
Looks like 78 Samuel DeMarco. Good takeaway there by him.
But a good hit by Zorch to break it free having that pursuit tackle. Carr now going to try to find some space on the far sideline. Carr, good downfield blocking by Jackson. He has a first down and more, and the Cavaliers are up to their own 40-yard line. Nice gain there.
He does a good job of just using that speed, get to the edge. It's a hard thing to stop. Triton did a good job of it all night tonight. Culver throwing it back against him.
22-yard gain on the carry, and Caden staring at his shoes.
His battery died on the monitor.
Oh. Another nice carry there for Carr.
Tyler Payton there on the tackle at that outside linebacker position. It's a good job there. It's a hard position to play, trying to force that running back in, and then once they do, you got to crash along that line, close the space, help your middle linebackers out.
So we'll see what post-game interviews I can get tonight. Going to go down onto the field and see if the transmitter works.
It should be okay up here.
You're going to have to unmute on the thing in the second button. Little misdirection. Caleb McEwen with a head of steam. McEwen down the field. Bradley and Ousley combined for the tackle. The Cavaliers are rolling here late.
See misdirection. I'd lost the ball for a while. They do a little handoff. Comes back the other way with a reverse. Just a couple poor pursuit angles. But then finally able to secure the tackle, but get a big gain right there for the Culver Cavaliers.
So Dominic Bradley along the line. I believe Greg Bradley to his left. Kyle Cummins on the far defensive end spot. Jackson's got a head of steam, trying to find it, cuts it back in. He's got some steam. Jackson on his way. He's going to be close. And a Culver touchdown. 24 yards away, he will score.
The whole parade of good blocks right there. See just that little shovel pass in front. You see a good lead block there by John Carr. And Cavaliers just truck on through.
I'll tell you, Jackson's a great athlete. I mean, this kid's special, and like I said, this group, once they get it all put together, is going to be a scary group. This is going to be a good offense.
They're very close. We saw a lot of good shades, a lot of good little things coming out tonight. Once it all comes together, they're going to be a tough group.
McEwen back out for the two-point conversion. Gives it to Carr. Carr trying to find the end zone. He'll get in there for the two-point conversion. It's good.
Just lays his head down and powers on through there.
So 2:02 to go. Well, judging the way some of those people look out there, I might have to actually wear we'll throw on the football sweatshirt.
Gonna be a little chilly?
Oh, I'm just prepping what potentially could be. So I believe Orion was messing with that before, so that should work. Yeah, still fits good. I like the sweatshirt. The seniors got it for me last year. Wayne and
it is a nice one.
Tanner and Dante and company and Esai. Whole bunch of them.
We keep some good gear around here.
Yeah, they do. I've never had anything like this before. It's one of my favorite things. I like when I get to break it out.
I like getting these nice snazzy coaches polos.
Oh, speaking of which, I got a snazzy little jacket for IU this year. Amazon sale.
Oh, yeah.
Seen quite a few interesting ones last weekend.
I imagine you did. The one I really want, there's no way I can afford it now. I should have bought it 3 years ago when I saw it on sale with the Bison.
I'm wondering if we're going to have a new shirt with Bison with the parachute.
Oh, you're going to have to. McEwen now to send it away down. Great kick by McEwen over the head of Prater. It rolls back through the back of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick by McEwen.
Yeah, not one, but Trojans expected right there, just sailing right over Vinnie's head.
So like we said, stay tuned post-game. After the coaches get on with their coaches meeting, we'll have an on-field interview.
Just make sure you face this direction, too, in case his camera were to die.
I'll do my best.
But we'll try to go off of his camera.
Does he have any battery left on his camera?
It's the monitor that went out.
Remember, I can't hear anybody down there, so.
That's why I'm giving you directions.
Okay.
We can call you.
Regardless, we'll just have it on the mic. It'll be okay with audio. So final minute ticking away. Phipps back there. Quarterback takes the snap, gives it to Tyler Payton. He'll try to work to the left side. Finds the edge, and he will have close to a first down. And Triton going to pick up their second win on the season, their first conference win of the year. Great way to start a 2-game winning streak for this Trojan team. I think a lot of positivity really starting to work that way.
Yeah, they're just continuing to build on, and the focus tonight was to clean it up, and they did a lot of that. Yeah, there was a couple penalties here and there, but for the most part, a much cleaner game than we've seen in the first 2 weeks.
And my encouragement to Culver, keep doing what you're doing. Yes, a few missed drop passes. We could be talking a completely different game here tonight. They moved the ball effectively, just a few drops, some missed plays. This group, once they put it all together, is going to be a solid football team down here at Culver.
Yeah, nothing to hang your head about. A lot of good things coming together, and, yeah, just once those connections.
And Tyler Payton breaks free. The freshman. 15-10-5, his first career rushing touchdown for the Trojans, and Tyler Payton's in. 69 yards.
Let's look at a replay right there. Just steps across. Good block there by Gage to get on that receiver or that corner right there. And Tyler makes some people miss. He's very effective at doing that. We've seen a lot of this at the junior Pee Wee level. Now he's able to bring it here to the Friday Night Lights.
Okay, they're heading on down here, so we're going to get reconfigured here and just stay tuned for a post-game interview.
All right, Coach. Back-to-back wins tonight's got to feel pretty good. First conference win of the year. How are you kind of feeling with this group really executing well tonight?
Yeah, it was important for the guys, to one, take what we did last week and then build upon that, right? And so the whole focus this week was literally keeping focused because Culver struggled in the past, and these guys, the seniors specifically, they've pretty much beat them forever, and I didn't want them to sneak up and get us, and so I pushed them. I think probably I pushed them harder this week than I ever have.
I think in a good spot because Culver proved tonight they can move the football. This is a team that once they put it all together is going to be a very good team as the season wears on. But I think that focus this week must have been really obviously shown important and proved on the field tonight.
Yeah, they're super young. I think Austin's got, 13 or 14 freshmen on the team. And so, that's a big deal for a 1A program and good for those guys. So, yeah, they're coming, and they'll be a force here in a couple of years.
So what's that focus look like for next week? Because you see LaVille going into Bremen, it was start moving the ball a little bit better, and then coming into this week, it's clean it up a little bit more. What do you think you go into next week telling your players?
Yeah, that's a good question. Ultimately, it'll be about now we've found our identity, and we've kind of set our paths. And so just building on that and continuing. There's going to be things that we need to clean up every week, and these guys know that I'm kind of an attention to detail guy. So we'll have a lot to work on.
Still a couple penalties tonight, but yet probably real good clean game from them on that point. Over 14 first downs for these guys tonight. I mean, the group really did a good job moving the chains.
Yeah, I told the offensive line when we were warming up, actually right here, I said, boys, I'm going to be super disappointed if I get to film tonight and you're not driving your guy 10 yards down the field, because we should be. And so hopefully that's what I see when we get home here in a little bit.
I don't know, I might sneak in because I said on the broadcast, I said I like seeing these linemen 5, 10 yards, 20 yards down the field blocking, and your guys were doing that. The second level blocking, open up guys like Jayden Overmyer, open up running lanes. I mean, he was free all night.
He was, and I always joke with Jayden because he finally figured it out. The cutback is almost always open in high school, and so I think he figured that out. In fact, I said it on the headset several times with the boys. I'm like, did he find that cutback?
I was saying it a bunch up there. I was just seeing that cutback, and his vision has just been something we talk about every week up there.
Yeah, he was patient. He was more patient tonight than he has been all year, and so he's getting back in the flow too, right? And he's learning my stuff, and I'm learning him, and it's going to be a good deal.
Well, Coach, congrats on the win. We'll get Jayden over here because on the night tonight, let him walk out here. Coach, you want to stick around? It's up to you. Young man, I don't know if you know it, but the single-game rushing record belongs to you now. You had 274 yards last I knew. The record was 270. It belongs to you now, young man.
4 yards, that's good. From Anthony?
From Anthony, yep. But how does it feel that 4 years of work compiling to this?
I mean, it feels good. I've always had the line there with me. Our line's always been developing every year and adding everything new. I mean, struggled the first 2 games, but now everything's getting set in, so it's looking pretty good.
And we talked to, like Coach said, patience, and that was one thing I said on the thing. Watching you run, I'm telling you, the little stutter step is awesome to see. But your patience and vision tonight was awesome. But that offensive line really did a good job for you. What's it like to play with a group like that and behind a group like that?
I mean, it feels really good. I mean, 10 out of the 11 are seniors, if I remember correctly. So it's just since freshman year developing everyone, and I mean, this is our final year, so I mean, I hope for the best.
And get to play quarterback a little bit tonight. I said there isn't a thing this kid can't do. He can throw it, he can punt, pass, kick, tackle. It doesn't matter. Out here on the floor, obviously running the ball is probably your favorite, but the next thing you like doing the best on the field?
Throwing the ball. I mean, I was getting ready to lay that to Isaac, but the end came around, and I can't throw on the run, so that's when I knew I was going to get to him.
But I don't know. You ought to like playing defensive end because let me tell you, we every time we look, nobody's got Jayden. There he goes.
Yeah, defensive end I really like. It's a new position for me, so I've been really getting into that. I like coming off the edge. It's just quarterback. For every 3 weeks, it's just been quarterback. No other responsibility.
And with a different coaching staff this year, but yet a lot of faces you've been with your entire time, what's it like to have those coaches like your dad that have been there through the entire journey with you all the way up to being a high school senior?
I mean, it feels good knowing that they have my back. So if I ever need anyone, I know I have many people on this coaching staff I can go to.
Well, Jayden, you're exciting to watch on the camera, obviously, and off the camera as well. You know where it's always at, but it's good. Congratulations on a great game, breaking the record. Triton wins here in their first conference game of the year, 42-8. And until next time, we'll be back next week against South Central. Remember the Trojan way.